Dun da da da! Hello, 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 hello. Hope you're doing very well, everyone. Hope you're having a happy Sunday. Jackie, hello. Lumina, hello. Vintoy, hello, hello. Dun da da da! Wee wee. We are here. We are ready. That's a lot of Columbina HP. Lord Corvidus, hello. K-Fairy, hello. Golden, hello. Catlike, good morning, good morning. I think probably want to farm talents, but not all of them. I know what we'll do. We'll do quick fight to Torre. We'll do the Archon quest later, but we'll fight him now. Because he deserves a good punching in the face.
Will thouest please gaze upon my champion
myself,
for judgment
hello.
and praise.
Hope you're doing well too. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Da-da-da. Luna! Who would you like me to review? Good morning, Jackie. Akaios, hello, hello. Beat him up. Oh, yeah. Are you doing the Archon quest today? Not today. I'll do it maybe Tuesday? Media dip I haven't started. Yeah, I might do it Tuesday. I'm just gonna fight Dottore because he deserves a good punching. Columbina. Okay. Whoops. Why did that copy the wrong thing? Ottermax, hello. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. Deepwood Lemon, VV Sucrose. Nice. Not a bad idea. Where is she? There she is. Here we go. Ooh, alright. Signature weapon too. Very nice, very nice. Get prepared to like 5 to 6 hours. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Alright, 35k HP, very nice. 53, 201, 217 ER, very cool. ER stands as well. Pretty good crit rate on that with some crit damage. Unfortunate defense rolls there. If that would have rolled either more crit rate or crit damage, obviously it would have been a lot better, but still not too bad, especially because the EM is nice. And more ER on the feather as well. Oh, well, you've got 5 pieces. Oh, HP percent circlet. That's interesting. You can definitely afford to go HP circlet with her weapon because it gives you a ton of crit damage. Though if you're gonna do that, I would try to look for an HP circlet that gives you probably crit rate and EM as well, because you'd be better served damage-wise for like crit damage. But if you're taking the HP percent to max out her passive, you'd want stats that would be basically, you'd want like really, really nice stats on her overall. It's okay if you drop a little bit of energy recharge. So even if you didn't get the 9% from the circlet, if you could get one that had crit rate and maybe EM, I'd probably take that, especially if it rolls really well into those stats. Because over 200 in most teams of Columbina with her signature weapon should be fine. You're probably not going to need much more than that. Even in single hydro, like non-electro resonance teams, you should be pretty good. So that's something to consider if you're going to run an HP circlet on her. If you could run a crit damage circlet and still get enough energy for her, that would also be very good too. You may want to consider looking for an energy recharge sands that maybe has a little bit better rolls. Maybe it has roughly the same amount of stats overall, but instead of defense percent, it gives you HP percent or something like that. So another potential consideration, because you do have 5 pieces, so you could swap one of them out. I think the goblet's pretty good. I'd probably keep that. The feather didn't get too many of the rolls you wanted, but it's still pretty good. The flower is also not bad, even though it did roll, looks like 2 to 3 times into flat defense. Still pretty nice. So overall, pretty solid Columbina. And then just keep farming weekly bosses to get the materials to level up her skill and burst. And then you're good. If you want to level up her normal attacks, if you plan to use her on like a Lauma team as like a driver or something, then you could do that, but otherwise you don't need to. Redfire, hello again after 2 years. Oh wow. Hello there. Hello, hello. Dun dun dun. R9 Shark, hello. Mikazuki, hello. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do.
Hello.
Thanks, Sharkiris. Yes, yes, yes. Hello, Shade. Hello, hello. Mickey Master, hello. I can't get on Hoyo Games to do our IDs. Oh no! Oof! Oof, oof, oof. I'm sorry, Mickey Master.
What does lunar crystallize do? Why are people running the VO with Columbina and Inefa?
Their lunar crystallize basically is like a lunar damage variation. However, people are doing it because before geo reactions did no damage and now they do some damage. That's the main reason. Using Columbina and Inefa on the same team is just really, really strong, period. And so to use them with Navia gets you a little bit extra damage, and you're constantly making crystallized shards, which will proc some lunar crystallize, which is just, again, a little bit extra damage. But it also charges up Navia's geo shrapnel ammo like really, really fast. So as long as you have enough geo application, like your Navia should be getting her maximum ammo pretty quickly. You don't know if you pull Nefer or main DPS Columbina is already fine. I don't want my Llama to be benched. Nefer is definitely better as a damage dealer on field than Columbina is, but there's not too many enemies I can think of where you need Lunar Bloom. The only one that we've had is the Crab, and you can do the Crab with just Lauma. So if you really like Nefer, I say it's fine to go for her, but I don't think you need her. And Lauma is definitely not going to get benched for like any Dendro team you want to do, whether it's Lunar Bloom or like Hyper Bloom or Burgeon. You're probably going to want to bring Lauma, so she's not going to be benched for a long time. Lauma, Columbina, Farina. Would I choose fourth Nahida or Kuki? Healing's not an issue. Okay. In that spot, I do Nahida. Farina's not really doing too much there, so you could bring Nahida and Kuki if you wanted to, and just have Kuki run instructors and Nahida run like Deepwood. So you could do that. Farina's just kind of like extra on-field Hydra. That's mostly what she's doing. Italian guy, hello. What would be the best set for her on a Navia team where you use Navia, Columbina, and Nefa, and Shalonen? So Navia on Nighttime Whispers or whatever like normal set you're running. Columbina on the... you can either do double Obad with Columbina and Nefa on Obad and Shalonen on Serenade. Or you can do Columbina on Serenade and Nefa on Obad with Shalonen on some other set that would be helpful for your team. You could do instructors if you wanted your Columbina / Nefa to do more damage if they're built a little bit better than your Navia is, or you could just use the Night of Skies, or I'm sorry, the Cinder City for extra Navia damage. I would probably do double Obad plus Serenade on Shalonen, unless your Columbina needed more energy recharge and you were having trouble getting her burst back. In that case, the extra 20% from Serenade would probably be pretty good. But you're essentially running kind of the same thing, except you might switch your Shalonen artifacts around. For right now, you might not have any good enough to run 2 Obad pieces on Columbina and Inefa, so you could eventually move there. And then just give Shalonen and Serenade, because Columbina and Inefa are doing a majority of the damage, but your Navia might be built really, really well, or like very highly invested. So if that's the case, then getting someone to buff her damage as well could be very important. Hard to kill post-ending content, only have been in Laumor and might not cry. I've not fought it, so I don't know, Kaloi. So I don't know what to do. It looks like it's a boss that you need lunar damage on. I hope Mama Luna feels better. Do 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 do. you heard anything about the banner lineups? I have not, Captain Capto. Building Bina with Enefa. Who gets the new piece with Raiden? Well, who else is using, or who else are you using in your team? Because I would probably do both. Do Albot on both, and then your last character could be running Serenade, unless it's another character that wants like VV. So if it's like Sucrose or something, then you want her with VV, and you could give Raiden Serenade and then Albot on, or Obot on both Columbina and Anefa. Sucrose is the last slot? Okay, so if Sucrose is last, Sucrose VV, and then either do Columbina with Serenade and Anefa with Obod, or both Columbina and Anefa on Obod, and then you could run Serenade on Raiden if you have a decent DPS Serenade set for her. Is C1 Columbina worth it? Not over another 5-star. Her C1's okay. Not something I would recommend you try to wish for right now. Maybe in the future if you really like her and you want to invest more into her on a rerun, I say that's fine, but for right now, C0 is plenty. How does Anefa still good value? How about, is Anefa still good pull value shield bot for Nuvolette team or skip or save future? She's still very good for Nuvolette and just kind of anyone in general that needs a shield and like all field damage plus Hydro. What will Columbina's main DPS team be? You don't have Nihida, only Lauma Kuki. It would be Lauma. So on field, Columbina with Night of Skies Unveiling, plus Lauma, plus Kuki Shinobu, and then your last slot would probably be another Dendro character for additional EM. And so you're running a sort of Lunar Bloom, sort of Hyper Bloom team. You don't get the crit Hyper Blooms from Lauma, but you do get the increase in Lunar Bloom damage for Columbina. And unlike Nefer, she doesn't turn off the Bloom cores, so you can still Hyper Bloom with Kuki. Ray, hello. Alia, hello. Why I bought for both, they don't stack up. They don't, like, they don't stack the effect, but they do affect each user. So Obod is increases the lunar damage for the equipped character, not for the entire team. So that's why you run both. You're essentially buffing lunar damage on 2 characters, and then running Serenade to give your team the Serenade buff. New Florina Shilin and Nefa. Yep, that's a really good one. That's a really, really good one, Kaloi. I would run that one. Fighting boss finally? Yes! Boss fight! Is that my Dory in the thumbnail? It do be Dory. Looking at Skirk. Okay, what am I supposed to do here? Blah, 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 blah. Authority, blah, blah, blah. I'm not reading that. Let's just go. Huh, okay. Take cover. Yeah, this seems like someplace I want to hide. Moon Blast! Pew! Oh, this is cool. This reminds me a lot of like Final Fantasy XIV raids. I'm really down with this. Pew! 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 When do we get Exaflares? Oh, look at that. Neat. Pew. Boop. Boop. Oh, whoa. What is this? I don't think I'm supposed to go there. No, 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 no. Oh, now he inverts everything? Oh boy. This is super annoying. Ah! Inverting the direction. Very, very cheap.
You barely managed to touch my level.
Pew. Pew. I'm guessing you're gonna have multiple phases. There's no way this is just oh, he just Nuvaletted us.
Did you honestly think that would hit me?
Doo-doo-doo. Phew.
Me.
Doo-doo-doo. Shark, enter the rift.
Shark,
Freeze.
enter the rift.
Enter. Defeat the replicants. Ooh. Boop. Oh, this is cool. We get to fight copies of him. Ooh. Everyone is backseating. Yeah, I'm obviously not reading chat right now. Can't I just fight him normally? Boop.
Everyone's in chat screaming.
Pew.
It's like the Walter White meme where he's in the backseat role.
Oh wow, that was it? Oh. Could I just fight him normally? I want to fight him normally. Okay, we got one of the things we need. That's bad. Ooh, a chunk. And a dream solvent. Wait, no, I don't think we got one of the things we need. That's it, refreshing IMO. Hang him by his toes. Woo! I love a weekly boss that doesn't last for 4 phases. That is nice. That is quite nice. Alright, let's make one of those things. You didn't get the match you want? Nope. But we did get a dream solvent. Who'd you say get with Raiden? I would use a DPS like version of Serenade on Raiden and double Albod on Columbina and Inefa. Okay. I need... Wait, it goes here. There we go. Sure, let's take your belt. After playing like your stream, I heard you ask if I had Neil. Unfortunately, don't have her either. Oh, okay. I don't remember exactly what we were talking about. It's probably like Columbina, Lalma team, and like I was probably asking if you had Nilu so you could run like a Lunar Bloom, Nilu Bloom team. If not, I would use Kuki and just use kind of a semi-Hyper Bloom team. That'll be really good. I'm going to get this to 8. Oh, the first time clear rewards. True. Good looking out, cat-like. There we go. Good looking out. And then I can dream solvent my other talents. Bloop. Another belt. Another shoulder piece. I guess that's what it is. Is Proto Amber good main DPS Columbine, or should I change weapon? My other weapons are to Dawning Frost. Ooh, yeah, Prototype Amber's still really good. It kind of depends on your team setup overall, but if you're running Dawning Frost, you're going to need to run an Energy Recharge Sands on her for sure. So I would just stick with the... yeah, I'm going to use this too. I would stick with Prototype Amber. Dawning Frost is really good, but the energy you need on her, plus everything else, because EM could be helpful. If you find that you're... Because on field with her, you're catching pretty much every particle, so without Proto Amber, your ER is probably around 150-ish or so. Just fully on field. And if you have about that much, or, you know, you're finding that your burst is coming back without much problem, then I say you can just run Dawning Frost for the crit damage plus the extra EM. But in general, Prototype Amber is just really, really nice, and it allows you to run her as a support if you want to as well. Do. Tempura! Hello! Oh, look, another boss I haven't unlocked yet. Haha! Do. Yeah, let's do this for more ripple damage. And I need more slimes too. I'll just stick with Proto Amber. Yeah. Slimes. Bloop. Sure, 65 slimes. Do. Boop. And now we have one more. So we'll get you to double 8. Da-da-dun. Oh yeah. And I guess we'll use today to farm the rest of your books too.
To me, if life boils down to one thing, it's movement. To live is to keep moving. Jerry Seinfeld.
That's a good one. That's a good quote. Do-do-do. To live is to keep moving, especially when you date a high schooler and you pick her up from her high school. When you're, I don't know how old he was, 40, something like that. Deathly Spirit Butterflies, hello! How are you doing today? Hope you're doing well.
With the marrow of the three
Not even the worst thing he's done, really. Oh boy. Hey! Moon Pillar! Wait, I feel I missed something. Jerry Seinfeld dated a minor and, like, literally went to her high school to, like, pick her up.
leaving openings on purpose. Did you honestly think that would hit me? That's
Moon! Oh no. Yup. Moon Blast! Moon Blast! Pew! Boop. Boop. Run away.
pathetic.
I could head to the Rift Voids, but I want to fight you here.
Barely managed to touch my level. Cannot face me.
Definitely feeling better now. Not sore, just runny nose. Good, I'm glad you're feeling better. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going around. Pew. So do your best to stay healthy, everyone. Take your vitamins. Pew. Lasers!
So I did the Archon quest yesterday.
Oh,
Took me
nice.
6 hours without a single break. But you're in for a
Da-da-da.
treat.
Rotten, decaying world.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot easier to fight the little clones. I much prefer just punching him. I know that you can. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna fight illusions of you. Let me fight the real thing. Why'd you leave without the rewards? That's the second time I beat it. I just wanted to make sure that I could actually, that it wouldn't lock me into only fighting him in the extra domain. Because I wanted to fight him for realsies. Pew! Luffyus, hello, hello. Is there really one achievement with the boss? There might be more than one. That's the one I unlocked. Don't drop it. Where would it be? Here? Oh, that's cool. Beep boop. Huh. I have the entire series? Really? Okay. Just carried by Northwind. Brief history of Pale Starborn. Okay. Where would that be? Probably down here. 45 chests. No, I don't know. There might be a hidden achievement somewhere. Mail time. Decaf or caffeinated today? Well, decaf has a little bit of caffeine already, so it depends on how much caffeine you normally take. I would take decaf because usually I don't drink things that are much stronger than green or black tea. And decaf only has a little bit less caffeine than that. But I also like espresso. So if you're drinking coffee and it's not going to be an event, then I'd probably start with decaf and then you can move to something stronger if you wanted to. Pinky, hello, good to see you again. Diona's birthday? That's a salmon, isn't it? What's this middle thing? So it looks like salmon, some sort of grilled other salmon, and then I don't know what this whitefish could be. Do they have cod in Mondstadt? What's your friendship team abilities? Is too strong or I'm way too weak? Yeah, this is my friendship team. Don't forget, I'm definitely being carried by like C2 Columbina. So C2 Columbina plus Anefa is big strong. It's Irish cream. Mmm, my Irish cream salmon. That sounds like something off of Food Wars. No, I didn't do the Archon quest. I haven't done it yet, Vela. I'm glad you got to do it though. So you don't get to be spoiled anymore. Good, good, good. Should I use Kuki Shinobu instead of Raiden Shogun for my Columbina team? Yeah, probably. You could definitely do that if you wanted to. And I can watch it with you. Yay! Yeah, you could probably do that. It depends what you want to do for, like, what setup you want. Kuki is better in Electro Charge because you typically build her full EM anyways, and if you do that for Lunar Charged, that actually cares more about your, like, crit stats than your just overall EM. So she definitely works there. It's not like she's bad there, but you'd probably want some Dendro character on the team, so you could also do a couple Hyper Blooms here and there. Although, Anefa might steal them, so that might be an issue. For my Nuvi Columbina, Anefa, Kazuo or Shilonen, or Sucrose or Farina. Okay. So you're doing Nuvi, Columbina, Anefa. So there's a couple things you could do. You could run Farina for more damage percent on Nuvolette and just not worry about healing everyone else because Nuvolette can pretty much stack the fanfare on his own. Or you could run Shilonen on that team and run Farina elsewhere. So it kind of depends on what you want to do. You could also swap Columbina for Farina and just do Nuvi, Farina, Anefa, and Shilonen. So there's a variety of things you can do. I'll show you kind of the difference. And you can pick whichever team you like the most. Kimmy, thank you for the raid. Have I tried Lunar Crystallize? I have. It feels really fun with Navia. Doo-doo-doo. Pew. So, let's see. Ooh. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Let me see. Okay, there we go. I changed the sensitivity on my mouse cursor a little too much. 1, 2. All right, let me move it down a little bit. 1, 2. All right, this is probably a bit better. 1, 2, 3, and where's Anefa? No, you're up higher. 4. So here's one team. Your Twitch is buffering a lot. Huh. Yeah, not sure.
Yesterday I also did Genshin's version
sure.
of Fallout.
I'll take
I
this.
thought I was in the wrong game.
Bring it. Defensive mode engaged. Cultivated protocol.
The time's beckon.
So here's this version of the team. Pew 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 pew. Obviously quite strong. Now, if we swap, this is going to be a little bit different. It'll probably go a bit faster because my Columbina is C2. My Farina is only C0 because I got very lucky with her wishes. So she should do more than average damage, we'll say. Pew. Pew. So you can see in this team, Nuvolette is doing less damage, but your overall team damage is still pretty high, and we get to the HP stop phase pretty fast too. Now, so you can run either one of those teams, but both are quite strong. So it just depends on which one you prefer, and then depending on which one you like more, you can do can have different artifacts on different characters. But I would either stick to putting Farina on the team or putting Columbina on the team, and using this setup with double Hydro, and then either Shilonen and Anefa, I think, are pretty good. You could also put Kazuo on here if you wanted, but I think Shilonen works out a bit better, being able to shred the resistance of Hydro and Electro very easily for 20 seconds instead of only 8 with VV. Super nice. And damage percent increase, which is one of the main thing Kazuha does, doesn't affect Nefa's lunar charge damage. So the stronger resistance shred with Shalonen's really nice. That's an atrocious 4-star lineup. You are so right, Clow, or Clo. Yeah, it's really bad. It's really, really bad. Did you see the hidden achievement where tutorial level 60 is enough with a traveler if you actually do some damage directly to him, as it should have been? Oh, that's cool. I like that. Let's do that. And people say Nuvi is off meta. Well, he is getting a 75% charge attack damage increase from this. Nuvalet is a very interesting character because he's never going to be a bad character in his like mechanical design. The only thing that they can do is just push the HP of all the enemies so high that it's you would have to use someone else. And then they would bring in like another Hydro character that just does so much more damage than him that you would always bring that character over Nuvalet. That's what they would do to have to like basically push him out, because every like support that we've gotten that's been good and works with Hydro has been sort of a buff to Nuvalet. Lauma was a buff to him, Nefa's a buff to him, Durin's a buff to him, like Shalonen's a buff to him. So like since his release, like what, 2 years ago, whenever he first came out, he's been like, oh yeah, he's really good. And then just all the supports like, yeah, he might not be as strong as he was back then, but all his teams are still very, very competent and very capable. Does Nefer get the charge attack buff? Yes, she does. She do. My Nuvi, my king. Does Ressa count as charge attacks? She does, but her main source of damage is plunge. She does do charge attacks, so those get buffed, but those are a very minor source of her damage. The when you're doing her skill, that like rush where she like headbutts the enemy, that's a charge attack, not a major portion of her damage. It'll do like 7,000, and then her plunge attacks do like 90 or whatever they do. They can do a lot. Is Mulan any good Hydro DPS? Yeah. I hesitate to answer with yes or no because she hits very hard, but she's really awkward to play. She's definitely not for everyone. She also applies almost no Hydro. She's a forward, like strong vape damage dealer, whereas someone like Nuvalet applies a lot of Hydro, which can be really useful for a lot of teams. So Mualani, like, I wouldn't think of her as a Hydro DPS, just think of her as like a speedrunning damage dealer. She's meant to do a lot of damage in a short amount of time, and that's kind of it. To top half still Nefer shield? I mean, yeah, it works really well with Nefer. Let's put in Moon Goddess. Where are you? You gotta be around here somewhere. Oh yeah, you'll be at the top. And how about Nahida? May get tomes while going for Shabai weapon, then C6R5. Yeah! Day Batman, hello! Using Columbina to restart, using old characters like Lisa, Kokomi, etc. Nice! The YouTube was unfortunate thing, at least it's YouTube. I can go back. Oh, nice. Nice, Mossy, and I'm glad to help. What's the best build for Columbina? She's my only Luna premium character. You'd probably just want to go... I mean, it depends on what team you're using. I'm thinking, like, you could just run Ino and run Albot on her, but you may not want to do that. You may not have the right setup to run something like that. It kind of depends who you want to use her with. You definitely want to use her with someone that applies either a lot of Electro or Dendro, and maybe even Geo. But mostly stick to Dendro or Electro for your team. And then I would just run Serenade with her, plus Prototype Amber. That takes care of her energy, which can be pretty big. And beyond that, if you do want to run a team with her and Ino, you could do Serenade on Ino and the Obod, the new set on Columbina, plus like Fischl and, I don't know, Sucrose or an Animo character or something like that. Mulani's new gen Raiden, similar targeted C6 other characters. Interesting. That's an interesting way to think about it. Just like a speedrunner. If you have Lauma or Nephew, you can play her as DPS or else support only. Yeah. Doo-doo. Rayan, hello.
Don't trust your eyes uncritically. People only see what they want to. So don't be
And
your
then
own
a portal
fool.
use ult. Huh. No, I haven't seen that. I'm sure someone will show that to me at some point. What artifacts do you use in Columbina in a team with no other Notcry characters and with Navi and Raiden? Or who would you use for last slot? So I would probably just Serenade on your Columbina. If you have enough energy recharge, you can use a support that runs Serenade. Like, you could put like Shalonen or something on that team. And then you could run her on the Obod set. But it depends what your last slot is. So it seems like you're running Lunar Charged. So in that case, you would build Raiden for off-field damage. And I would do Navia with whatever set you want to run on Navia, whether that's Nighttime Whispers or like two-piece. Raiden, I would use something like Golden Troop and look for just a lot of attack and crit rate, crit damage, and some EM. That's an interesting build because you don't need energy recharge on Raiden to run that. You're just using her skill for off-field damage. And if you're doing that, then you'd want, again, either Serenade or Obod on Columbina, depending on your last slot. So you have enough Electro and Hydro for some Lunar Charge stuff. Last slot, you want something that also reacts with Geo. Could be a second Geo character. If you had Shalonen, she would be a good spot there. And you could have her run Serenade. If you... Let's see, what other character would I run? Zhongli would be alright, I guess. Because his pillar can resonate with the Lunar Crystallize. So you could have Zhongli on Serenade if you have him. But who else would you think about running with Navia? I wouldn't recommend running an Animo character, because they would be good for the Lunar Charged, which is kind of the main thing, but it doesn't react off of Navia, and you want extra things that react with her. You could run something like Bennett, and then you could run Bennett with Serenade, because his artifact set can be swapped around a lot too. Instead of Gilded Dreams for Columbina, Lauma, Sucrose team. Columbina, Lauma, Sucrose. So you're doing, let's see, Vivi with Sucrose, Lauma with Deepwood, Columbina with Night of Skies Unveiling. If you're running that team, because you're putting Sucrose there, I would swap Kuki with either Serenade or Deepwood, and then have Lauma run the other artifact set. So probably Deepwood on Lauma, and Serenade on Kuki, and then Vivi on Sucrose, because Sucrose ends up becoming sort of your instructor's artifact set herself because of her passive abilities. So you get the resistant shred plus the EM that Sucrose gives your team. And the nice thing with that team is, unlike a Flynn's team where you're swapping the Catalyst for Thrilling Tales to give the attack percent, Columbina doesn't care about that. So you just run like sac frags on Sucrose, so you get the extra 221 EM, which means even more EM for the team when she does her swirl. Mormid, hello. You don't need Traveler to do achievement. Oh, neat. How does that work? Do you just have Traveler in the team? I got my Nefa and Flynn's. Also got Columbina in my first 10 pulls. That's really nice. Congrats, Mormid. That's awesome. You'll be set for a very long time. Burst Winded Tori summons a blue orb in his hand. Oh, just with anyone? Interesting. Ah, you're welcome, Pinky.
Why does Ashru sit up
I'm seeing the last two Oculi. I haven't done any Oculi farming. Any character works. Oh, neat. Which is better on that team, Sucrose or Kazuha? Sucrose is a lot better because her buff to giving your team extra EM is better than Kazuha's buff of damage percent, because regular damage percent does not affect lunar reactions. It's only lunar damage, which is very confusing and annoying. But basically the only thing Kazuha brings there is the Viridescent Artifact debuff, whereas Sucrose brings that and her EM buff, which makes her a lot more useful. because
Don't
she can
trust your
give you
eyes uncritically.
the extra EM
People
makes
only see
lunar
what they
damage
want
hit a
to.
lot harder, because the
Don't
only
fool
thing
your own
lunar
fool.
damage looks at is character level, crit rate, crit damage, attack, and it also looks at lunar damage percent or any other lunar multipliers, but they're very specific multipliers. We'll only go to level 8. Yeah, we typically don't. We usually can't finish off a full statue in 2 like map expansions. It usually takes 3. So we should be able to get close to the Statue of the Seven, but not fully max it out until we get another map expansion. Defeat his orb in a single hit. Huh. Interesting. I'll have to look at the orb. So when he summons a blue orb. Okay. Interesting. Oh yeah, someone was asking about Lauma.
Forest, protect us by the frosty flame.
Roll, roll, roll! The Temple of Wisdom!
Lauma and Nefer. Boss Neff kick. Pew. Pew. And yeah. Anyways, there's that. Big boss Neff kicks. Woo! Alright, time to farm more moon books, because I think I probably have enough, but I might as well farm more since we have these unlocked for just a little while longer. And then we have to go back to the regular rotation of only a few of them being available on certain days. I have no idea, Mossian. And to be completely honest, I wouldn't take anything that's happening right now too seriously, because there's going to be a lot of changes that are happening. So I would just be like, you know what, just like, yeah, whatever. Expect things to change, and then, you know, maybe in a couple weeks, be like, all right, things are different now. Pew. Do 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 do. Pew. 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 Official Inventi. Ooh, nice. Okay. Putting on Lunar Reaction set on Nefa Columbina is good. I just finished this Abyss 36 star. Oh, nice. Very cool. Very, very cool. Congratulations. Dun, dun, dun. New Lunar Reaction set on Nefa and Columbina. Is this team good? Yeah, that is good. You would want someone on the team to run Serenade. Are you using Columbina on field? Like, is she the character who's spending your most time in the active slot? Probably, because her normal attacks are applying Hydro. So if you're doing that, Serenade on her would be good, and then Obad on Nefa. Unless you end up having a really good Serenade set that you could give like Fischl. But I think Fischl's damage is significant enough that you just keep Fischl on regular DPS artifacts, and then you give Serenade to Columbina, and then a Nefa with Obad. And then Venti with Vivi. That stays the same. Ooh. The nice thing if you're doing that team with on-field Columbina is that she won't need quite as much energy recharge because she's catching all of the elemental particles rather than being in the back. This is the first time you got through 12 of the Abyss? Oh, nice, Anor. Congrats. Big congrats. Ooh, purple book. I got 3 stars. Any tips for the first half? I used Nuvolette so far. Let's see. So we got PMA, the second, and then next it's 2 YOB, and the third is the Radiant Beasts, right? That's the lineup. So one tip for side 1 is keep the like HP thresholds in mind. When it gets to about, I want to say it's 33% HP, maybe a little bit less, it like you just can't do any more damage to it. So you want to try and see if you can time your rotations so your rotation's ending right about at the point where it's got its like HP stop mechanic, and then it will fall down, summon its little enemies, and then you can start your rotations again, beat the enemies, and then hopefully have a little bit of remaining damage to just hit the boss, and then attack it again so that you can clear it when it's got the vulnerability and it takes a lot of extra damage in that state. Side 2 with the Wyob, that thing steals your energy, so what I would recommend is if you get your energy back after defeating the first enemy, I forget what you fight, it's the construction giant saw machine, right? That's the first thing you fight. Immediately use like a Nuvolette burst or a Farina burst or something, like one of your more needed elemental bursts when the Wyob spawns, because it's going to steal your energy after like a second or two. So if you had energy for Nuvolette up when it spawns, like use that immediately so you can get all the orbs out, and then just charge attack to break the shield. You'll get all the energy back for your team. You can do a regular rotation afterwards. And then depending on your damage, you might be able to take some of your regular rotation and still continue to like damage the Wyob, but it's going to steal your energy again. So just kind of keep that in mind. And just keep applying a lot of Hydro to the Wyobs to break their shields very fast. For the Radiant Beasts, the thing that they do is they want you to like heal your whole team. If your damage is high enough, you can just not even worry about that. You can completely ignore it, and Nuvolette heals himself pretty well. So as long as your team stays healthy enough to be alive, you just fight them as normal and try to kite them with Nuvolette. So just move around, try to get them to follow you, and kind of make their attack pattern one that you want, that you can handle, rather than one where they're dictating the pace of how they fight. Are any talents worth crowning for Columbina? Not really. I mean, keeping her at 9 is fine. I'll probably crown her. It's something where there are characters where their talents are a lot more worth crowning, depending on if you had, let's say, Columbina and Lauma. It's much more worth it to crown Lauma's skill and burst than it is to crown either Columbina's skill or burst. And then, but if you were looking at, let's say, a Nefa versus Columbina, you may want to crown Columbina over a Nefa because her talents don't really matter that much. Her skill is really helpful for the shield, but her burst is like, you get most of the value by using it, even though it's a pretty solid hit of damage. You get it, the passive that gives you the extra EM based on her attack is the main reason you want to use her burst. And then most of her damage is not coming from her skill, it's coming from her passive ability, so crowning her talents aren't quite, like, they're not really that big of a deal. So depending on the characters and the teams you have, you may have a better use for a crown. So Columbine is not like a bad choice, but also not super necessary. Columbine deserves triple crowns. 10, 10, 10. Woo! Pew! And I'm the most broken duo in the game. Yeah, Nefa was always good. The only thing we weren't sure of was, like, how good is she going to end up being? Woo! Da-da-da. Is new artifact better or gilded for a Nefa? The new artifact set is better provided... Ooh, Yehoda's friendship level 10! New artifact set is better provided that you can have a second moon sign character in the team. So a second character from Nodcry, or... Ooh, double friendship 10. Ah, Kitty! So a second Nodcry character. Oh, that's Durin's? Oh, neat. So yeah, second Nodcry character or second character that increases the moon sign level by 1, because you need Ascendant Gleam for that new set to work, otherwise it doesn't do anything. That's pretty cool. Kitty! I will triple crown her. Nice! I have to admit, over the last few days, for some reason, it just crept up in my brain. It's been repeating the way Sandrone says, Columbina! That just like pops up in my head every once in a while. I'm like, okay. Do 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 do. Do do do. Let's do. You need more
Archon reporting for
experience.
battle.
Do we keep you in here? Do we throw you in here?
Even when darkness falls.
There's name card 1010. It is very nice. Alright, you don't have a whole lot. You reach 90 from just fighting. So that's pretty cool. 90. Hey! Yeah, it's me. I'm ready to fight. Look at my sword. Glenn, let's see. Who do we need any experience on? Nefer's like relatively close. But Llama probably needs it a bit more. Is single character review limited? There's a time there's a what's it called? A cooldown on it. So the cooldown's probably not up yet. But someone redeemed it at the beginning of stream, so it should be up relatively soon. An artifact swap safe thing for every character, so annoying you have to search artifacts together. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's quite annoying. Oh, I should do these commissions. Oh, one's over here. Up we go. Do people come to you asking for Columbine builds after the video? Oh yeah. Yep. Ooh. Dun 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 dun.
I dreamt of C6 Columbina.
Continuing to be scanboxed? It cannot, no. Not right now. It probably won't be able to be scanboxed until like 7.0. You have to farm it the old way. Really thinking of getting Lauma on a rerun? Lauma's very, very strong. She's really useful. Even in completely like non-lunar reaction teams, just being able to have something that's essentially the strength of C2 Nahida just at base, and then a burst that increases it even more is really, really nice. Now that you're showing me where all these flowers are, I just feel like I must collect them. Especially because they're water flowers. Wait, maybe these aren't. Let me your Lunar Bloom DPS. Nice. Are we getting a Goat Adeptus and skin next year? I mean, they did do a Ganyu skin. Woo! But if it's Year of the Goat next year, maybe they'll show Ganyu more love. Ganyu buffs? Maybe? Is it Totori's second easiest boss after Dvalin? I don't know how hard he hits. I imagine he hits pretty hard, but he doesn't seem very difficult. Which is nice, because the Natlan Dragon is pretty annoying. Give me more bosses that I can just wail on. So is chess boss annoying? That is. Chess boss is also definitely annoying. Annoying and long, yeah. Yeah, the way they did the Dotori boss fight, I hope they continue to do things like that, like make it quick, make it easy. Let's do lots of fight, lots of punch. Woo. Just let me Detroit smash. They called Not-Cry versions Luna. What do you think they will call Snezhnaya versions? Pola for polar. No, I think there was something where it was translated, but it said like Dawei said Snezhnaya will be resuming, like they'll call it 7.0. So they're not just like delaying 6 point whatever. They just wanted to call it Luna for some reason. Is new artifact source farming for Columbina and Anefa? Yeah, eventually it is. Woo. I would farm the Serenade set first because that set has more general use and versatility than the Obad set does, because you need a second moon sign character for that to work. So if you're not running them together, or if you feel like you're forced to run Ino on a team and you don't want to, that it's going to feel pretty bad. So I would do Serenade first. And then once you finish with Serenade for at least one or potentially both of them, and then if you have like a good Sky set, if you want to do a DPS Columbina, then you've got a nice option there, and then you can move over to the next one. Unless you already have Durin, in which case you may want to farm artifacts for our Dragon Boy, because getting him the new Hex set could be really useful. ER HP sands on Columbina. Depends on your weapon. If you're running her with R5 prototype Amber, you can probably get away with an HP sands, which is what I'm doing. So my artifacts, I have 161 ER, which is a little bit more than I need for an R5 prototype Amber. You need about 150 for that. My artifacts, I'm getting 30 or 20 from Serenade, and then the rest from just like artifact subsets. Right there and right there. That's a lot of EM. This could actually be a lot better. Unlike that. I mean, that's pretty nice. That's also not too bad. Now that's also interesting. This could essentially be this, but better. I don't know. Maybe. But yeah. So, depending on the weapon, if you are running a prototype Amber R5 about 150, if you're running sacrificial, or not sacrificial, if you're running Favonius Codex, then it's like 175. If you're running something like the Sacrificial Jade, like over 200. If you're running her signature weapon, like 165.
Fanuolet is jawsome.
Oh, Nor. So blessed. Thank you for the sub. 26 months and a 26-month streak. Very blessed. So very, very blessed. Blessed Nor. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I thought I had a plus 20. Aha. Let's see if this turns into something nice. 1 EM, 1 crit damage, 1 energy recharge, 1 defense. Shall we enhance it further? And maybe a bit further? And maybe a slight bit further? And maybe one more? Boop. Gross. Okay, well that's not better. So this is now our new fodder piece. You have team for Arlecchino, which can compete in Abyss. Okay. Pulling Raiden low-key, I love her. Can she do 36 stars in Abyss? Not really. Raiden has been like super power crept in terms of damage. The teams that use Raiden like on field are basically just using her as an electro driver and using other characters that are stronger than her, basically. C2R1 or C2 Durin seems like good stuff. That's mostly C2 Durin carrying. If you're doing Raiden plus like a Raiden Chevrolet team with Durin, yeah, that'll be strong, but it's not Raiden contributing that much.
I love they give us a new Traveler outfit, but it changes back in every cutscene.
That's funny. Don't worry, in the future they'll probably work around that, maybe. Probably. Probably, maybe. Oh, may fortune find you. Ooh, 2 wishes. Gotta build up our reserve again. Hey, we're just over 100,000. Yay. Gotta build up our Primo Gem reserve again. Woo. I guess we should do this. Ooh, Charlotte again. Let's go say hi to her. Which artifact set for you, Hoda? Serenade, generally. Unless you're not running her on like a lunar team, but generally you'll put her with someone who's doing some sort of lunar reaction. She's very awkward, because like, she doesn't really do anything with VV, because she doesn't swirl. She does elemental absorption. So, VV's not great. Oh, and Chiori and Charlotte. But you also don't necessarily want her on a lot of moon sign teams, just because she takes a lot of field time. So generally Serenade's good, but it's kind of, she's kind of got a weird...
There isn't a thing you can wear that would stand out.
She doesn't have like the best spot. You lost the Columbina's weapon? With a bunch of exclamation points, I guess that means you lost and got it? C69 Saritza.
More suitable for the cold.
Incoming.
Come pick it up in 2 weeks.
She doesn't swirl. Not really. She can swirl like once.
It's nothing.
But her main thing is being
and by the
able
way,
to absorb the,
those
when you
gloves you were
have
buying
Ascendant
earlier,
Gleam, it's absorbing an
crush
element
blue
to
with your
apply
look.
more of that element from off-field.
I'm at 831 long-term encounter
Ooh.
points. Gotta hurt when they take all those away.
And you won't accidentally bump into Clorand in my shop either.
I guess now is the time to start using them to auto-complete all of your commissions.
Straight to her door. The only person you'll meet camping here for her is Chevreuse. Perhaps you've a taste for the Special Patrol's hospitality?
Reporter and police. They definitely get along well. Never doing dailies again. Oh yeah.
Like I said,
Not until
2 weeks.
7.0.
In-store pickup.
Where's the cooldown? It's still blocked. It's an hour and a half. Doo-doo.
Traveler.
So probably
Sorry
another
to
30
keep you
minutes.
waiting. If you'd like to buy something,
Because it
just
was
say
redeemed
so.
at the start of the stream. I'm just browsing.
I'm a bit busy, so no
Why not
invitations
Chiori?
to come in for tea and
Get Chiori to
chit-chat
make us
today.
some drip.
You know our business hours, so if you'd like to try or buy, just drop by then.
Doo-doo.
I'll be heading
You have
back in.
1,200 points? Nice.
Little
That's a lot of
Miss
long-term encounter points.
Remember, 2 weeks.
Little Miss Journalist. Which is funny to hear considering that you two are the same height, and I'm pretty sure your heels are taller than hers. And no, she's got some pretty tall heels too. Did you come back here to stalk Clorand? Back to 8,100 primos. Nice! What Traveler Kimono? Summer Festival Yukata Traveler. I feel like they should do that at least once a season. They should give us or we should have like a special festival and a new costume for every festival. Lunar New Year, summer outfit, and then we can swap back and forth. Don't you want to see us in a nice yukata fighting enemies? Wah wah, wah wah. Anecdote updated. Oh yeah, I'm going down here. Bring. Whoop. Bring. Bring. Could this be the ones that the master mentioned? I slowly build a good team around free to play. Who should I build? Anefa. Anefa is a really, really good character to build. And if you like electro characters like Raiden, Anefa does a lot of very strong off-field damage that can be stronger than Raiden from off-field. You just need a Hydro character to make sure you can proc Lunar Charged. But you also get Ino for free, and you can get Jingcho for free from Lantern Rite. So, the good news is that won't be much of an issue. What's worth it to upgrade the most right now? Burst and then Skill. I get Burst and Skill both to 9. Rest of Lunar Charge is also fun. Lunar Charged is also fun. Yudi's at. I could, if you would like to donate the bits or wait for the character account review for and redeem that with channel points. Calypso, hello. Not a grape fan. I guess grape gummies aren't my favorite either, but I do like grapefruit. Never thought I'd like a grapefruit gummy, but pretty nice. Aria, hello. You haven't gotten a single antidote in 6 or 8 weeks? Really? Try going to the area in Inazuma and asking for one of the characters so that you can see them for the anecdotes. You like grape on candies, huh? Interesting. Huh, okay. So we're doing this with lining up silhouettes in the fruit. Superb. Hi, Noelle. Oh, hello, Honorary Knight. What are you busy with, Noelle? Hard-working Noelle. Trigger idle animation. Okay. Interesting. Boop. And so we do this when you're in the position. Boop. Silhouette not matched. Do do do. Do do do. Does this pause it? Oh no, that just resets. Boop. 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 There we go. Okay. Oh, this is... Huh. This is very different. Boop. This is your pauldron. About 80%. Boop. Rotate. Boop. Boop. Let's see. Boop. Currently at 99%? Wait a minute. Huh. Okay. There we go. So we guess we don't have to get fully at 100%. That's interesting. Eula. Have I explored the new area yet? Not really. I do like photo events where we don't need an actual camera. We can just talk to someone. This was your debut engine. Ah, nice. Big W. It's Eula. Very big W, Calypso. Don't have enough points. Ah, don't worry, Golden. You'll get them. Just take some time. Just keep hanging out here and you'll keep accumulating points. Pew! Spindrift Knight. This looks like it's a pose from the back. Oh, I see. Wait a minute. Boop. You want me to do... This is probably her skill, right?
Eye for an eye.
Or tap skill? Doo-doo.
Shudder.
Do charge attack multi-hit. Woo! Boop! Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Choose the right moment. Not matched. It's pretty close. Pose hint. Fourth attack. Ah, okay. Just pose. 1, 2, 3, 4. Aha, I see. Continue. Do do do. Do do. Boop. Boop do 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 do. Bring. That'll work. Close enough. All we need is 80%. Da da da. Kazubean. JJ, hello. Don't think you can get Anefa too short on previews. Oh. Can Anefa do Hyper Bloom? She can, but lunar charge damage is generally better. If you run her in a Hyper Bloom team, the lunar bloom or the Hyper Blooms won't be as strong because you don't build her with full EM, but she still can do Hyper Bloom. This is charge attack, maybe? Nope. This is looks like third hit. Do do do. Continue. Do 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 do. Bloop. You're currently at 90%. All right. Da-da-dun. There goes my favorite child, my sweet boy. Oh, this has to be idle for Yai. Hello, Miss Miko. Did you go to see the Shogun? Is A following the latest series as well? How goes publishing? Photo start. I think this is pose. Doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo. Nope, not that one. I don't think it's this one. Bonk. Ah, there we are. Charge attack. With her Kagura's Verity. 7582, that's good enough. All we need is 80 plus. Boop. Oh, Sino. General Mahamatra.
The sand is cool and comfortable to walk on at night.
Hyperactive Moon, sorry for joining a bit late. Ah, you're here now, that's what matters. Are you on a journey, perhaps? How about we get a cool photo of you? Let's see. Phew. Sino float. Put your Spearow with this one? Nope. Looks like with this one. Claws. Boop. Mm-hmm. 61.59. 17. All right, we were closest this way, and it goes up. And it goes down. 75, 77. From this angle, there we go. Nice. Sino. Who's this? Doo-doo. Just started Genshin Impact. I'm not sure the 5-star from standard banner I should select. Oh, it's Nilu. 5-star from standard to select. Probably Mona. The standard characters aren't particularly great. Mona at least gets some buffs from something called the Hexerai, like the Hex Quest. Bring. So that could probably work. Oh, this is her eating cake. Pew. Oh, continue. Adjust pose. Oh, I feel like I got it. Let's see. Oh, it's after a charge attack. Ah. Huh. Rotate. Well, that doesn't look like it matched at all, but you know what? It works. Da-da-da-da-da. No one else gets good a workstation buff. Oh, we don't get to see who's next. End photo session, yeah. Oh, she even does a little spin. Then choose between Tanari and Mizuki. I would choose Mona, because both Tanari and Mizuki are gonna drop off later for sure. But Mona will have some use later, even if it's a lot more limited than the other characters. At least you'll still be able to use her later. Mona's a support. She is. But you can use her on field as a damage dealer early on. Initially you need carry. I would still recommend Mona. Especially if you just started. I'd be like, use Mona. Wish for a Nefa. If you don't get her, hopefully you get a copy of Fischl. And then you can just use Fischl. Recommending Mizuki is a straight up scam. Yeah, I think it'd be not great to get Mizuki. You'll grow out of her very quickly. Mizuki Nefa is kind of cracked, but you still need Hydro. And you would be better off using like Mona, like Instructor's Mona plus a Nefa. Woo. Should I start with this? Meeting Point Chronicles. Feels weird to do that, but I have a bunch of these lunar sigils that I need to put somewhere. Pine. More a chest. Bloop.
Surge. Lush as the moon.
Burn it down.
Ooh, purple claws. Moon ring plus sun ring. Woo. I don't know who or what is going to need this, but I'm going to grab it, because why not? Now I need to figure out how and what to do with these. That's the shield. Okay, I don't actually know what I did there. That's cool.
They call this a
Neat.
pleasant surprise, right?
Run to your friends. All right, what are you doing now? I guess we're trying to connect these. All right. There's a lightkeeper over there. He's hurt badly. Oh. Hello, Ratnik. I did this one yesterday. Jelly. Oh, your tongue smells off, the sweetest little kitty in the whole world. A kitty named Jelly. Did someone scare away? Snap out of it. This jellyless world. Leave it to us. Big Paimon. Do. Your cat can wait. Clearly you've never had a cat, Paimon. Do. Janus. Need to stay here and continue my investigation. Okay. Swamp has been weakened. Leaving Comrade. It just isn't the Lightkeeper way. You did this yesterday? Neat. A center sealed to be sealed in the swamp. Okay. Please deliver my request. It's still dangerous around here. Okay. If it's about fixing the seal, maybe we can help. Who do you recommend I pull for to come back? Anefa. Yeah, Anefa. Mine can't wait. Where'd you learn such a trick? Exactly. Red Turtle, hello. SM, hello. What AR do I need to be to do the Archon quest of my ult? You can do it whenever you want. If you've already done the Archon quest and you just want to do it for the extra primos, you could do it right away. The only thing you need to do is beat the Mondstadt Archon quest, so I think you need to be level 28-ish. Maybe less than that. You need to be whatever adventure rank level is the minimum to complete the Mondstadt Archon quest, and complete that, and that's it. The ineffable Anefa. New artifact good for Durin? Yup. Very good for him. Kind of the main set he wants now. How can you make jokes like this? It's important to maintain a sense of humor. You should try it, Paimon. I'll leave the seal to you. I'm good at sealing stuff. And good at unsealing stuff. We're good at lots of things. Who's Anefa? Anefa is robot maid. I'll show you. This is Anefa. Blue-haired robot maid. She summons this thing. And it floats around shooting big electro charges at things. And as long as you have a Hydro character on your team, she ends up doing a lot of really good off-field damage. She zappy zaps. Ooh. Yeah, speaking of zapping.
Light it up.
Doo-doo. Zap. Zap. Ah, the D20 olive.
I no longer
Go to your home. Do I launch this at something? What do I do? I might need your blast. Cannon. Boop. Did that help? I don't know. I can pass through it, no problem. Moon barrier. What does this do? Oh, I guess it just returns. The plants, the plants. Shoot it. Pew. Bloop. Plant shot. And the riffs. You gotta be specific. Pew. If you say the plants, I'm gonna shoot it at the first plant I see. Like underwater vines. Ah. Out of range. Boop. Olive blast. Boop. Bloop bloop. Can I make it through here? Bloop. I don't think that worked. It only works with the plants. Bloop. Huh, I don't know what I did. We'll figure it out. This is really dangerous. Paimons, not supplies. Pretend you're underwater in Fontaine. Hello, I'm gonna take this. We lead the sheep around. Alright. Hey there. I suppose I can read. Maybe you want to come this way? Come on, sheep. You want to go see your friend? The shepherd. Oh. Hi there. Is it time to bonk? Don't hit the sheep. There we go. Follow me. Boop. Boop. No reading, just chaos. Yep, that's me. Pew. Woo. Just shoot everything you can. Okay. That should make things easy, I hope. Like this? A big eyeball. I think I know. Do I shoot this or does it just reflect it? Boop. Boop. It's just a shield. Okay. Barrier. Pew. Boop. Double barrier? Does this change the type? Boop. Bounce it back. Oh. Boop. Holding aim. Boop. Boing. Boop. Has a glow effect that can parry. Boop. Is that? Huh. What is this? Does it change the... Huh. What is the orientation change for? Boop. 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 That didn't seem to work. Boop. That didn't seem to work either. Boop. There we go.
When you block and a shot is coming towards you, the shield flashes. You then have to release to time it.
Boop. Bonk. Double eye smash. Okay. More plants. I was this close to screaming.
They call this a pleasant
Da-da-da.
surprise.
Just do what Vela did. Text to speech.
Also, may I have a yell and roll please, Shark?
Of course. Yolon roll for Vela. And the roll is... Boop. 4. Hello, Ash. How goes studying? And now, what do I blast? Can I blast this? Pew.
Orientation change for the vines, to hit all the nodes in one go.
Okay. Out of range. What else needs blasting? Maybe this? Boop. Here we go. Woo! Guess who got spoiled? The Archon quest. Oh no. Due to a real. Oh no. Big oof. Investigate. Oh, a Ratniki lantern. Oh, that's cool. Major platform from the edge. Ooh boy.
I no longer need offerings.
I love my life. Oh boy. I'm sorry, Ash. Didn't even know what the reel was about. Oh, gross. Boop. Cool, plant there. Oh, what are you doing? Let's help you. Guess we need to do more to help that. Pine amber seed. I need to borrow this. Bloop. There we go.
You keep them.
Oh, sad little
I no
D20
longer
olive.
need offerings.
You need energy. Can I do this? There we go. Seed revival. New pew. Olive shot. Ah. Do 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 do. Pew. Iris moon seal. All right, now what do we do with you? We got to lead you somewhere. Let's go this way. I'm the shepherd. Look at you. You're so big. Wild hunt, huh? I need to dispatch them one moment. Hold on, sheep. Boop. They didn't even drop anything? Gross. Hey, come back here. You're not allowed to leave. I gotta take you this way still.
Shoot the animals at the blue structures and watch what happens.
Oh? The shark not invested in Nefer Flins? I have Nefer. I actually have both, but they're just on different accounts. Oh, it's attached to Paimon and it's running around. There's someone in that house. Look at this big fluffy Pokemon. Definitely a grass ground type. Maybe grass rock. Yes. Stay here with us. Look at its little face peering right there. Hello. Why is its face so tiny? That's a good question. I need a close-up where this thing is just really, really all up in our grill. Something like this. Those big horns. Did you throw hands with a Russian grandma? No, not yet. Not the local grandma legend.
Great-toothed Lord of the Sea, will thou'st please gaze upon my champion for
Forgot to fight her
judgment and
yesterday.
praise.
Oh, you have to fight her multiple times for the achievements, don't you? Wait. I guess not necessarily. In our review. Well, we're happy to help. Yeah. And our sheep too. How exactly does it work? After you to review my character, you tell me who you want me to review, and then you post your UID. Make sure the character is in your profile, in your in-game. Otherwise, I won't be able to see it. And then make sure the profile is turned to public, so I can actually see the details of the characters too. Use the Skirk team, you get all achievements easily that way. Oh, just have to keep it frozen? Oh, look at this little one. Sometimes he can be kind of reliable. Only sometimes. Skirk doesn't age discriminate. Someone's like, this is an old lady. She's 80 years old. Skirk's like, I'm several hundred years old. I'm 1956. Therefore, I have seniority over her. Big sheep. She'll meet up old people and children.
They call this a pleasant surprise, right?
Indeed. You think Nicole will be a DPS? I'm thinking she might be a support. We'll have to see. Things will certainly be interesting. I just really love shepherding this thing around. Come here. Yeah, you can do it. Whoop. Yeah, let's go. Can I have this replace Paimon? Doo-doo. Woo! We could give it a little backpack. It could carry food and supplies. This would be the best. Pew. Holding aim. Attack! Bonk. I don't know if we have anything to bonk with you. This maybe? Can I bonk this? Bonk. Alright, well that's a helpful force field of bonk. You pay good money for a Detective Paimon skin. Out of range. Can you bonk this? Seems like the answer is a no. Should I pull C2 Columbina over C0 Nefa? No. Get a Nefa over C2 Columbina. And if you want C2, then get Columbina C2 on like a rerun or later. Ratniki Lantern. Boop. Do 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 do. Bloop. Do 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 do. Dun dun. Where's the source of this? I thought it was higher before because ooh, it was probably 20 or 30. It hasn't been very much, like very high. Oh, we gotta help you. Yeah, revival, revival. Whoop. Hello, sheep. We are friends now. Please break this. Big slam. Bring. Good sheep. You're my favorite. These are possessed Ratniki, apparently. Well, they didn't last long. Let's go bonk some more stuff, sheep. Ew, bleg, big yucko. Used to be 50. Ooh. Giant yucko. Your UID. Okay. Do you think a Nefa is good flex slot for Nephrolama Columbina overall? Value for Nublets, Farina, Clorin, Arlecchino. She could work in the Nephrolama team. The only issue is you might have too much competition with elements overlapping each other for the Lunar Bloom for like a Nefer-Lauma team. However, if you wanted to split and use like Nefer and Lauma as one team and Columbina and a Nefa plus like other random characters, that'll be a really strong setup because Lauma does a whole lot for Nefer. Columbina does really well with Anefa. And so if you find that your one team of like all Nodcry characters is not working out super well together, you can just split them into 2 teams. Or you could keep Columbina on that team and then run Anefa with like
Time to check your
Nuvolette or
posture and
Arlecchino
do a
or
nice
like a lot of
stretch.
other characters, and she'll work really well there. So she is a good flex spot, but not necessarily for that team, but for a lot of others she is. C3 Columbina is a different build? Not really. It depends on the team you're running her in. So it's pretty much the same. Jim.
Hydrate.
Or
Don't be a
Jingwei.
fish out of water.
All right. Which character was it, Anor? I was trying to look up. Columbina? Is that it? That you want me to review from your redeem? Posture check and hydrate. Good idea. I've been drinking my tea. You water up, water up. Yeah, who did you want me to review? Because I see several characters here. Oh, Nuvolette. Oh, you got it. Okay. Nuvolette. HP percent. Lost Prayer of the Sacred Winds. Glug, glug, glug. You got Columbina, but I'm almost on 5 stars. Who do I use? Put Fischl on the team with her. Fischl works really well. And then you can use an Animo character and either another Hydro or Electro character, and that's probably what I would just stick with for now. I think he's decent, but he can't get me through Abyss. Yeah, a couple things with Nuvolette. He could definitely go way higher on crit damage. And you can drop his crit rate a little bit too, because you're getting 36 from the Marshose Hunter set, so you don't need to go this high on crit rate, because you're basically giving him 92% crit rate, plus a little bit extra, and then if you get a crit card, you're at 100% crit rate, but you're slightly overcapped by 0.7%. So I would invest more into like crit damage if it meant going for higher, yeah, just more crit damage basically. Your goblet could be better. If you have a good HP goblet, use that. Your pretty much your most of your artifacts could be better. Your feather's pretty solid. The flower just rolled really unfortunately into defense. But for Nuvolette, mainly you just want to give him a lot more crit damage. So that's one thing, is it's pretty low for what he has.
Sharky, for Bina Sense. Is EM okay to have?
You want to run HP or energy recharge on Columbina, Faith Silver for her sands. HP if you're running like Amber or Fav Codex, and then ER if you're running potentially something else. I feel like he never crits, but okay. You feel like he never crits? He's getting 36% from Marshose Hunter plus 56%. That's 92.7% crit rate. You should be critting like all the time. Yeah. Honestly, probably just better Marshose Hunter artifacts. Having his skill and burst leveled up a little bit is nice, because they can do pretty decent damage depending on the team setup. What teams are you using with him? Probably Nuvi Durin and then Flynn's and Nefa on the second side. So if you're doing like Nuvi, Durin, Lanyan, and then someone else, that should work pretty well. And then probably Shalonen in the last slot. His damage isn't strong. That might be it. Nuvolette's a character that wants a lot of crit damage. Using Yulin as main character of the story quest is ending in Mondstadt Archon quest. Yeah, at that point, that's Kyle. That's when you want to like slow down and just keep your characters, keep building them. When you run out of materials, that's when you're like, oh, I need to slow down and build these characters more. Uniflin, Sucrose, and Nefa. What's a better weapon for Ino, Favonius or the Event Claymore? I like Favonius personally because it gives energy to the entire team, but that makes it so you need to build crit rate on Ino, which is a little annoying. The Event Claymore, though, is really good if you don't have any energy issues with Flynn's. My Flynn's has very low energy recharge. It's only like 125 or something. So sometimes getting his burst back is a bit of a challenge. So I like to use Fab just for the extra particles for the team. Kyle from YouTube. So yeah, what I would say, Anor, is generally better artifacts for Nuvolet would help. Try to get a lot more like crit rate and crit damage overall for him. You can also swap the goblet for an HP goblet because you don't need hydro damage percent on him. You can run HP, which usually will be better because you can get better overall stats from a hydro damage goblet on average compared to an elemental damage goblet. The other things too is a lot of your artifacts have some kind of unfortunate rolls. The 60 flat defense, 58 flat defense. Your circlet's pretty good for him, but I would definitely try to swap out the goblet, the sands. The feather's pretty good, and then the flower. If the flower was a 4-line piece, there is potential for you to think about like a reroll there, but otherwise, yeah, that's kind of it. How are your teams? I guess Shalona don't know how to build her for a newbie team. Shalona and you just build her the same way as you would normally build her. You either use Flute of Ezpital or Fav, and then you give her the Cinder City set, and that's it. Energy recharge to burst if you want, if you're running Fav, crit rate, and that's it. So yeah, like Nuvi, Durin, and Shalonen, and probably Longyong for the shield, since you're using Nefa in the other team. And then that gets you a mix of like some Nuvi vape, some Durin vape, but also Shalonen for the resistance shred, for even more resistance shred with Durin on top of all that. Doo-doo. How does one marry Columbina? Good question. You have her signature? Oh, cool. Well, in that case, I was like, wait a minute, that's a catalyst. A little bit of a hiccup there. Oh, okay. So here's an important thing for her. Her skill, yeah, I would definitely use Shalonen. Before farming artifacts for Nuvolet, because that's really RNG, build your Shalonen. Use today to get the rest of the things for Peak Patrol Song. The extra attack from here is not important, but the defense is. And so as you level up and ascend this, you want her defense to be, let's see, what is it, 20 or 3,200? Doo-doo. So you are a ways off, but if you level these artifacts up, it's going to be really, really easy to hit that. So you just do basically this triple defense with like whatever here, and you want to go Cinder City for Nuvolet. And then what's probably even more important than that right now is leveling up her skill. So you don't need to worry about her burst right now, but her skill is what gives you resistance shred. So the higher level this is, the more resistance shred, and basically the better Shalonen is. So I'd probably do skill first, then maybe like level up the weapon / artifacts to try and get your defense to 3,200. And then if you have random Cinder City, give that to her. That'll make a very big difference, because this will give you lots of extra damage percent, and then this is giving you resistance shred on top, and then you get extra damage percent from the Cinder City set as well. So that's actually going to be a bigger boost to your Nuvalet's damage overall right now. So yeah, work on Shalonen, and then you can try to scan box better artifacts for Nuvalet, and that's pretty much it. But yeah, try to get, if you've got a crit rate weapon with crit damage circlet, try to get his crit damage to like 220 or above. And again, you don't need super high crit rate on him. If you had like 45, you'll be fine. My Nuvalet has even less than that, I think. Nefa, Lauma, Columbina, and Lauma, what artifacts should I use? And Nefa, Lauma, and Columbina? So Columbina runs Serenade, and Nefa run the Obod set, and Lauma run Deepwood. Unless you're using another Dendro character in that team, in which case they can use Deepwood, and you could use 2-piece EM on Lauma. Baking Party, ooh, fun. Nuvi, Durin, Shalon, and Kuki. Benny, get me through this abyss. Yeah, but I would use, well, I guess you could use Lanyan, but you might not be needing enough. Oh, she's C4 too. Well, that's pretty cool. Is this just her or is it the team? Everyone, okay. Well, there's a couple things you could do. If you're not fighting a lot of waves of enemies, you could run Nahida and then do like a sort of tiny Burgeon, Nahida Nuvalet. You could run Lanyan for the shield, which might probably be better. Because if you give Nuvalet a shield, then you're not worried about him getting knocked out of his charge attack. Because that feels really bad. So I'd probably do Nuvi, Durin, Shalonen, and Lanyan. And you get probably way too much resistance shred, but it's fine. It'll be fine. You love Lanyan, love to use her. Yeah. Lanyan plus Nuvalet's going to be good. And if you love her, definitely use her. So yeah, this will work. She doesn't really need sacrificial fragments either. If you have a Fab Codex to spare, you could give that to her. That would be pretty good. She doesn't really have a lot of crit rate, but that's okay. I guess she has a lot of EM, so it's just kind of like mini swirl. But yeah, that'll work. You can win free Fischl or Sucrose from the Witch thing. I would tell you to pick Sucrose, but Sucrose is a really good character to pick, especially if you're wishing on these banners and you get Fischl. Da-da-da. So yeah, that's what I would do. Focus on Shalonen. Da-da. And then you could either use, and then yeah, just throw Durin. Okay. Interesting. I wonder why. I think the game recommends Emblem Durin. I don't know why. He doesn't build a lot of energy recharge typically, unless they intended for him to. But yeah. Anyways, Shalonen, Durin, Lanyan, and Nuvalet should work pretty well. Yes. An Aoife team without a Nefa? Aoife, Auroran, Farina, and Fischl, I guess. I'll try thanks. Yeah. Yeah, building up your Shalonen will make a big difference. Durin's ER is leveling his skill. Exactly. Potato. Hello, hello.
I would like
My
to
sleep
show
queen.
off my sleep queen. Am looking for a better goblet, but other than that, I love her. 671,475,668.
Ooh, C2 as well. Very cool. You got C5 Aoife for some reason. For some reason. Very cool. C2 R1 7213. Very nice. 142 ER. Nice. 38k HP. Very cool. Ooh, wow. Nice circlet. Crit rate, crit damage, HP, and even the flat HP is still useful. Oh, this hurts. 45 flat attack. That could have been a lot better. 65 EM is still not bad there either. Pretty good. Ooh, I like that. That's pretty solid there too. And this is good as well. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. My voice is dying. Am I okay?
I used to take
It's
long
probably from
walks
talking to
instead of
everyone
moving
yesterday
every
at
day.
the memorial
So
service.
Don't worry about me. I can keep up.
Everyone, understandably, wants to come up and say, "How are you doing? Are you okay? How's your mom? Is everything all right? Anything you need from us, we can do." Which, by the way, one big suggestion: if anyone goes through any difficult time grieving, there's a Hank Green had a video about this. But if you ask someone, "Is there anything I can do?" usually people won't think of anything because they have to like generate something from their own mind, so it's actually work to do it. They're like, oh, well, I could use this or that. If you want to be thoughtful for someone, instead you could just send them a message, be like, oh, I'm going to pick up a coffee. I'm going to, get something this. Can I get anything for you? Like, that is definitely a much more kind and thoughtful thing to do, even if it's just very, very small. Because it's a very simple yes or no. Like, oh, can I pick this up and drop it off to you? That's why I just gift you without asking what you want. Exactly, cat-like. Very, very appreciated. Yeah. But, yeah, if my voice sounds hoarse, it's probably just from yesterday's memorial. I didn't get back home, so I left probably, 11-ish? Because we got there at probably 11:45, so I probably left at around 11:30, and we didn't get home till about 7, so it was a long day. Does F need crit? She does. She also ascends with crit rate, so that's helpful. I was concerned. Thank you, Titan. A goblet with ER instead of attack, so it can have 150 ER. Yeah, with this, you probably want... Well, here's the thing. You have C2. C2 gives you energy back, so you're probably fine. Because it should give you about 12 energy, I think, right? It's 4. Where is it? Or is it the C1 that gives it back? No, this is the one that increases the damage. What's the one that gives her energy back? Or is it C... I know... Oh, it's C4. Never mind. I thought it was built into C1 or C2. That's C4. Never mind. Signature is going to give you 14. You probably do want about 150 with her. Unless you're using her on field, then you'll be fine. Tita Marie, hello! Blessed Sunday. Yeah. Getting a slightly better goblet would be nice. In fact... if you had basically the same thing, but instead of like flat rolls and attack rolls, it was just like ER and then like one more crit roll or something, that would be a sizable difference better. Even for like a small incremental improvement on the goblet itself, the overall stats would be a lot better. Is Benefa with Flynn's? Ah, okay. So, yeah, you want about 165 ER. With electro resonance, because you're using her off field, so she's not catching any of the particles, or she'll catch like one when she's doing like skill burst swap. Let's bring the ER Sans propaganda. You don't need it. You're close enough that you don't need it. So yeah, just slightly better goblet with like 2 rolls into energy recharge, and you'll be fine. You should be fine. Should I give my hello to Tita Marie? SM says hi, Tita Marie.
Would you like to go moon gazing? You can sit in my rocking chair.
Gives you a
and
little,
admire the
because it
view.
hits as soon as you do the skill,
Or
yeah.
we could go to the moon and
The
gaze
C6
down at the
Mizuki
clouds.
go? She was one worth leveling up.
Whatever you prefer.
Who's your best team? Thank you. No, she's not. Mizuki, even at C6, is not a very strong character at all. She's very weird. However, if you wanted to play a character slash team where you basically did not have to think, she's great for that. Mizuki, when you use her skill, she turns off your ability to use like a skill, a burst, or anything, and she just floats around and she just starts attacking. So she just floats, and then like she just starts throwing things. Basically, she throws out little animal clouds. You can't click to attack or anything like that. So the strategy with Mizuki is you use a lot of characters that also just do things naturally off-field. So like on-field Mizuki with like off-field Columbina and Nefa and like I don't know, Mauika or something. And then like you just float and just everyone else is doing the damage for you. Just save me some materials and more, thank you. Yeah, you're very welcome. Not a character I recommend building. She's very, very chill, but not someone who's who deserves your attention and limited resources. But yeah, very nice. So yeah, you could make a couple upgrades here or there eventually, but overall pretty nice. My Moorbank is low after this patch. Oh yeah, so far. Let's see what my more is like. I think I've used like 8 million so far. Let's see. So I have leveled up Columbina, and we still have a little ways to go, but my Mora is 36,000. I've used 10,000 or 10 million Mora so far. Woo! But now I have leveled up Nefa and Columbina, so it's all good. Bloop. Which artifact was it again for Shalonen and Nuvalet team? Cinder City, the scroll of the hero of Cinder City. The flower that you have, just that 4-piece set, and then you just run defense on Sands, Goblet, and Circlet. You'll have enough. And then for substats, it doesn't really matter. Like, it really doesn't matter. You want crit if you are running Favonius, but you're not, because you've got her signature. Bonk. And then you want energy recharge if you need to use a burst, but you don't need to use it off cooldown, so you could just look for defense and energy recharge. She kind of gets the pieces that no one else wants, which is very helpful. Because you're not competing with everyone for crit and attack and EM and ER and all those like nice combination of stats. Like, oh, this has just defense and some energy recharge. All right, level it up. I came here to say hello. Hope you're doing well. Aww. We were feeling sad. Aww. Aww. Should I unlock these waypoints? I just feel like kind of zooming around. I'm at 29 mil, at 31, but Columbine and Talon still have to level up. Oh boy. Woo. Yeah, now it's time to save. Now I have to debate on who I'm gonna get next. If there's a Skirk rerun, do I grab her? I don't know. Woo. Did that only boost lunar damage of the character? Yes, it only boosts the lunar damage of the character who's equipping it, and only if your team has Ascendant Gleam. So it's not like a whole team buff. Skirk for your main account? Yeah, Skirk for this one. Like, I don't know, she's fun. I haven't needed her. But I enjoy just slash, slash, slice, slice. I'll take those Mora chests. Didn't get your answer. Which question did you ask? Ooh, there's gonna be treasure here. Hello, Geo thing.
Light it up.
Bing. Phew. So many pretty colors. Oh, there's a second one. I don't know why I'm focusing on the slime instead of you. Weird auto-targeting strikes again.
Rise with the sun.
Oh, we got double chests though. Yay!
You keep them. I know
Oh,
you're
Nuyum said
pretty
this.
often.
Oh, It only boosts the lunar damage of the character who is equipping it, and only if your team has Ascendant Gleam. So it's not a whole team buff. Wait, isn't Lanternite? Yes, Lanternite's where you can select the free 4-star. Exactly. Doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Woo! Wait a minute. Is this... Hold up. Oh, this is awesome. Is Reed Miller a weasel? Is that the legendary thief? The weasel statue? Okay, this is cool. I'm looking forward to opening this treasure vault. Switch. Oh, nice. Welcome, welcome back. Chris, hello, hello. Yeah, he is nice. Oh, I'm looking forward to that then. Next pulls 100% Shabai. You love horses? Oh, wait. This is either a quest or I've stumbled upon... No, that's not a local legend. You're way too weak.
Done.
Oh, hi.
From home too.
Nice. Like your claymore. Good greatsword. Looks like it'd be great at slicing apples. Giant apples.
Yep.
Shows some self-restraint, Vela. Oh, shade. Oh, you.
The Fallout quest is part of the Reed Miller quest.
Ah, okay. Hello, Wolf.
Receive my blessing.
Receive my virgin. Woo! Oh, this will launch me up. Cool. Mahi! Hello, hello. Ooh, I think this is my first bird. No, I fought them once before. Virgin! Oh, it pulls them all together? Well, good for you. Pull yourselves together so I can hit you all at once. Vent to yourselves for me. We can get Bina soon. Nice. I had a dream about calling Bina last night. Calling out her name. And she called back, Tita Marie! Ooh. This new get them to make the team function is getting on my nerves. Yeah. Genshin got that from Star Rail. And it's probably going to continue. You do. Oculus got... Ooh, fight stuff? From ZZZ, they also have faction buffs. Ah, that's true.
Branch into song.
Oh. Well, more stuff. I'm ready to fight. Let me fight you.
Receive my
Bring.
blessing. Defensive mode engaged.
Hold back the corrosion.
Burn it down.
Stem the tide.
Preparing for dust up. Insulation chamber.
Da-da-da. I wish these would drop stuff.
Rise with the sun. By the frost moon.
Kimak, hello. Hope you're doing well today. Good to see you again.
The engine. Annihilation mode.
Nefa, annihilate.
Three moons converge.
Ah, you can complete the weekly combi thing after doing the... That's good to know.
Receive my blessing. With one heart. Installation chamber deployed.
Oh no, I got corroded.
Moonlit night for all.
Noah.
Cleanup sequence initiated. Light it up!
Surge.
Da-da-da. Big purification. That was fun. Da-da-da-da.
You toil not in vain.
Feels like we really did a whole lot there. Oh, there's an Oculus here. Next, Raiden Ruin, should I get her weapons or C2? I would actually get neither. I would, if you have Raiden already, I would save your Primo gems and go for a character that would make Raiden stronger. AKA a Nefa or Durin or someone like that that you would pair with her to make her overall team damage a lot more significant. Epicilla, hello! Is your internet back? You and McGame Master came back and was like, yeah, our internet's messed up. We can't view you. So I hope it's back. It is nice. What team should I build Columbina for? I have Flynn's, Anephis, Sucrose, Lunar Charge. I have Lauma, Nihita, Kuki, Lunar Bloom. Based on the team she's in, I don't know what team would need her more. So Flynn's and Anefa should be strong enough that it doesn't need her. I would probably do the Lunar Bloom. So I think what I would do is, if you get good Serenade pieces, you may want to set those aside and just use those in case you want to run her as more of a support role later. But I think I would do the Lunar Bloom with Lauma, Nihita, and Kuki. Because you're getting an EM buff from Nihita, who can hold Deepwood for you. You can have Lauma with Serenade, Columbina with Sky, and then Kuki with, like, if you don't want to run instructors, you could just run whatever on her. So I think I would do that. Because that team would function a little bit better because you're doing Lunar Bloom damage more consistently plus Hyper Bloom.
Yep.
Both teams need Serenade. Yeah, but if you're using Columbina on field for that team, then you can run Sky on her. The DPS and in Lunar Bloom. You could give her the Albot if you want. You're going to be playing her on field because you need the Hydro. So I figure at that point you might as well just run Sky on her. Woo!
Yep.
Because yeah, you don't want to use Albot if she's going to be on field. Yeah, because your Flynn's team should definitely be strong enough. So I think on-field Columbina would be best. Redfire, thank you for the follow. In fact, let's try it. Dun dun. 1, 2. Kuki should be around here, and Nihita. There we go. What do you see? Ito, Bino, Goro, and Nefa would be the last one. I'll take HP, I guess.
JG is jawsome. Hello, hello.
Hello, hello. Phew. Yeah, this is actually really good. Yeah, run this team. This is certainly something.
I see everything. Make yourselves at home. Our bond is strong.
With one heart, we pray.
Receive. Tiny moons converge.
Pew, yeah. Run that team. That's a really good one. How much time do we get that in? 45 seconds? Alright, with not like a proper DPS in quotes. 10 months, JG? So blessed. Thank you, thank you. Official see if I have a Raiden with Columbina and Nefa Sucrose. Raiden, Columbina, and Nefa Sucrose. Or Fischl. Raiden does better in AoE, and you can use her on-field if you want. The problem with Raiden as like an off-field character is her eye doesn't work against shields. So in that case, Fischl's a bit better. I think Raiden for comfort, just like constantly having the ring up and being able to use her on-field would probably feel a little bit better. Because I don't really like the way Columbina plays when you're just using her on field compared to the way Raiden feels, because Raiden feels a lot more fluid, like she's a lot faster. Whereas Columbina, you have to wait for the catalyst attacks to come out, and so they come out a bit slower. If you enjoy gameplay that's a bit faster, then Raiden will feel better. Performance-wise, they should do fairly similar. She wasn't even on DPS set. Hyperbloom getting a buff again. I know. This is not actually a very good setup. In fact, I should probably swap these both out because Lauma is on Serenade and so is Columbina. And so I don't know what set I'm going to use them in, but yeah. I should find a I should find your Deepwood set. But then again, I always run Nahida with Lauma too, so I think I was using this on her. 63 EM, then probably that. Oh no, is that one 75? And then this one whichever one gave the most energy recharge, so probably that one. And then same thing here. Pyro damage. Oof. Where's our EM? Do I have one? No. I was probably using an off piece for that. And then that is 12. Yeah, probably this one. Although, this one might actually be really nice for her too. I'm curious now. Let's see. We need another good EM circlet. Attack percent? Okay, we don't care about that one. Boop. Energy recharge, cool. Let's start with some of these. Lunar teams never needed a lot of hydro. Well, it's not quite that. Columbina doesn't apply. Well, she doesn't attack super fast. Like her hydro application isn't very fast, but she applies a lot of it. So the amount she applies is higher than a lot of other characters with a single hit. Bring. I don't think this is going to be particularly good, but we might as well just put these in. How about this? Healing bonus might be useful. That one too, maybe. This one though, probably not. These are our +4s that we still have left over. So here, in you go. Defense. Ooh, okay, this is probably not going to be better than that. Unless the last roll is also like ER or something. Woo. Woo. I have the same problem with an FLM on both Silk and Moon. Yeah. Oh, neat. I'm eventually going to swap a Nefa set, but for right now, I'm like, alright. Everyone's running the same set. It's fine. It's fine. It's okay. We still do a good blast. Woo. Do 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 do. Woo. Do 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 do. I think there should be enough hydro application. With what combo? If we use enough, can we have hydro application? Dun dun dun. If you're using like Ito, Goro, Inefa, Columbina, yeah, you'll have enough hydro application there. Because she's applying 2 units of hydro every time she's applying hydro, so that's a lot. It's also the reason why you can ice bridge with someone like Kaya. Like that's kind of a good visual example of why the amount of an application is important, because Kaya also applies a lot of hydro. I think his is also 2 units of cryo, and that's why you can ice bridge with him, because the amount of ice lasts longer than someone like Charlotte when you use her skill and it disappears almost instantly. The exploration there seems so wonderful. The underwater exploration's better than I expected. Doo-doo-doo. Let's go build more Columbina. You drank a half gallon of milk? Wow. That'll make your stomach hurt. That's a lot of dairy. Oh my. Doo-doo. Have you tried Damage Dummies Miliastra? I've tried one of them. I don't know if there's like a recommended or one that's better than others. But the one I tried, there was too much clutter over the screen. Like, I want the UI to be a bit different. Exion, hello, hello. How you doing today? Hope you're doing well. And a good Shark B to you too. I think there are many versions. There's probably several. Oh my, resin is capped. Yeah, let's do a quick Dotori fight since I haven't done the Archon quest. But we want some materials. We're gonna fight him. And I'm gonna do it the real way. AKA not fighting his clones. Just blast. 10,000% exhaustion. Oh no. That's not good. Oh, yeah, I should level up all this stuff, huh? Boop. Boop. Doo-doo. The St. Louis Smash way. Doo-doo. Boo-doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo. Oh, wow, you've got a lot more crit damage. Oh, right. My artifacts are way better on you, aren't they? Yep, that's super good. That's really good. Also very good. Also really... a little more ER than probably I need, but also good. And that's also quite good. Hold up. Doo-doo-doo. Oh, I can't do 4, can I? Doo-doo-doo-doo. Wow. I think I need to level this right now. Doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo. Boo-doo-doo. Boop. 1 crit rate. Cool. I definitely have more things I can throw in here. Doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Like these. And I'm sure I have a lot of these as well. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. These can go in here. Dun 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 dun. Help clear out some artifact inventory space. I'm only allowed to hoard so much. They don't let me do infinite hoarding. I can only hoard 2,400 artifacts. Bloop. Crit damage. Very cool. Very cool. Bloop. Bloop. Do 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 do. This one as well. You're being Spike Lee for choice for artifacts on Columbina. Haven't seen this domain. This is the new weekly boss. Well, that's not too bad. Unfortunately, we don't really need EM on this set. So in it goes. That's not terrible. Crit rate, crit damage. Ooh, other sets feel. Crit rate attack. I'll keep that just in case. This one though, that can go in. Roll 1 HP and 1 ER. Would be nice. Do. Another crit rate. Okay, not bad. Let's just use these. And another crit damage. Huh. Well, that's certainly good. What's my current one? 22 energy recharge. I don't think I want to lose quite that much. 22 would put me at like 145. That'd be a little bit lower than what I want. And then this would be, it'll go up by a few, and then that would be going up by like a bit more. I think we'll stick with the greater energy recharge, even though that is a really nice piece. Maybe it'll be nice for Nefa. Okay. We behold. Behold. Phew. Behold.
Preparing for Doctor. Converge.
Oh, you're a Mualani player? Nice. Mualani. Oh. If I don't move, I won't get caught in the reverse hit.
Ultimatum protocol.
So if we break his orb,
Keep it up. I'm still collecting data. Did you honestly think that would hit me?
Installation chamber deployed.
where's the orb I have to break?
Moon's remnant.
To the Shadow Realm. Big fight. Yehoda bonk.
Excellent.
Cleanup sequence.
Stay right where you are. You'll be punished for crossing the line. That's interesting. Okay. You need to go in the ribs. Oh, I know what you're supposed to do. I'm choosing not to. I would rather fight him than his shadows. Pew. Pew. Let me fight the real Dottore. Boop. Boop. Pew. Boop. Pew. Boop. He's gonna smash. Yeah. No line cross, fine. Oh. And Nefa!
Missed you yesterday, which
Robot
was
punch!
tragic. I didn't get to
Yeah.
do a check and gift magic, but that
Oh, no.
just means that I get
Oh, that's
to
right.
go, which means we all get bad food items, yay.
Oh no, I have to use my daily check-in makeup. Because I didn't get to do it yesterday either. Oh boy. Well, Primo Gems. And now Fisherman's Toast. Once I click these thingies. That's interesting. I never thought about the inversion mechanic with Kinich. Oh, that's wow. Yeah, that would be super annoying. Like, ah. There we go. No, don't need that. We got 1 and then 2. Ooh, 3 boss drops. And then another 3. That's pretty good. First time bonus. Dun, 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 dun. Time for more Columbina talent level ups sometime. Oh yeah, more flowers. And so what do we do? Do we try to finish off Anefa? We did that. Yeah, might as well. I mean, how many books do we have for you? Probably a lot. I can make 74 of those. I have like 100 something. How many purples? Where's Moon? We might need to do... We have 23 plus 176. Yeah, I think we'll be alright. Kindling, she needs contention, right? We might need to do those, but we can craft a lot of those too. Alright, well, I think we get the last two for Anefa, craft that. 62 beginning to predict when I get Columbina. Am I a terrible person for wanting to say 6-7? You'll get her at 67 pity, 6-7. I feel like if I were to do that, oh, you need conflict, not contention. I feel like if I were to do that, it will help make the meme die faster. Yeah, I think so, yeah. Okay. I'm gonna say 76 then. I'll just invert it. We can make 33. So I need 12 plus 6, so 18. All right, we have enough. We can get 9 and 9. Anefa Robo time. Bloop. 17 pulls out of 20 left for the login event. You'll be fine. Ah. I'm such a clumsy casual payer. I'm just too dumb for most boss fights. I'm happy that it doesn't take forever. And it's about to do its spin. Which means I need to run. Don't stand on the fire. You're moon goddess, not sun goddess. But Durin says no. Fire's all for you. You gotta be a hot moon. I fight him now for 60 resin or wait until tomorrow or 30. If you need the boss materials, it's worth it for 60. So if you need the materials for Columbina, it's worth it now. But if you don't, then just hold off until tomorrow. Oh, I should have leveled up Anefa too. Don't need that. Now we have enough. Anefa. 80. Boop, boop. And this gives us 1,000, and this gives us 275. All right, that's not that much. And we have a good amount for you. We just need more flowers. So let's go collect and fight. I don't know if there's a lot of stuff to fight around here. Bloop. There should be a Radiant Beast. Ooh. This chest is a puzzle chest. Oh, I see something to fight over there. Will it give us experience? You likely won't get an F. I will try to pull Jabai. I'm guessing you at least have Columbina. Woo.
Installation chamber deployed.
Turning point in space.
They don't seem like they give any experience. Oof. I was hoping against hope these puzzle enemies would give us something.
Defensive mode.
Yahoda, go! Give us some heals.
Turning point in space.
You keep them.
Oh no, I've overloaded myself. That looks like it'll trigger a random quest. We don't want that. Tiny rhino. You're only level 8. Unless my 50-50 be too good to be true.
Cleanup sequence initiated. Annihilation mode. Installation chamber deployed.
We'll grab these. And we are 215 away. Must gather leaf. These don't give us any experience if I remember right. Because it's the same thing, it's like a quest thing, so we'll hold off on that. I must have leaf. Gather leaf. Boop. 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 I see. Orientation change. Boop. 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 Oh, I guess now this one wants the other orientation. Boop. So remarkable.
You keep them. I no longer need offerings.
Big brain. My shark brain works. 50% of the time it works 100% of the time. Woo. Dun 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 dun. You even have perfect stats on the new artifact set that just came out? Nice! Shark Brain has a 50-50? Yeah, maybe. Dun dun dun. Icely! And now we have enough. Perfect. More ascension for you. Meeting point to max and you're done with exploration? Oh wow. That was quick. You need 800, alright. At least it's not the weapon banner rates. This is true. At least I'm slightly better than the weapon banner. Boop. Tiny Borbs. And Mora. I don't remember if there's too many enemies around here. Nope, this is where I was just at. Well, there's a lot of tribes people. So we go and we'll fight some Sorrowform warriors. Without any ER, my Columbida's ER would be 162. Oh, not bad. Not bad at all. Tyrant's Fang. Phew. Woo! I did 2 areas today. Why is it so fast? Maybe you're just a natural born explorer. Hello, Heron. Hope you're doing well today. Good to see you.
Show me your moves.
The story has only just begun.
Cleanup sequence initiated.
Pew! 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 Ah, level 80. Final Ascension. Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Thank you for standing by me along
Robo
this journey.
Ascension.
Your data will always hold a
How
special
about me?
place
I'm
in
doing
my
alright
heart.
too.
And if the day ever comes
Pretty
that you
tired
forget,
after the memorial service
know that I
yesterday.
have a backup that
Lots of
will
work.
never be erased.
But doing alright. Alright. What's the best artifact set for a Nefa? It depends on the team. If you're running another moon sign character, then the Albod or Obod set is really good for her. If you're not, then you could do the Serenade set if you want. But if you don't have any Nodcry character on the team and they're not dealing like any damage, and they're not able to hold Serenade either, then just Gilded Dreams would work because it gives you a lot of attack and EM, which is helpful for her. So it kind of varies a lot, but if you're running her on a team where you're using another Nodcry character, you typically use either Serenade or Obod. Generally, Obod would be better because her damage is higher as an off-field character than someone like Columbina.
That's all I've got.
I suppose we should level these up a bit. I need to make 18? Alright. 18 books. I'm glad you're alright. Thank you. You lost your first 50-50 of 2026. Fantastic. Oh no. I'm getting good in combat now. Oh, nice. Is it because how strong my characters are? I think, yeah, because my characters, not because of my skill. The enemies you fight in quests are usually a little bit easier to beat. They're much easier compared to the like Stygian Onslaught or the Abyss or certain enemies in Theater. So a large portion of it could be you're just fighting enemies at like a regular world level as opposed to like endgame boss level. Bloop. There we go. We got 8 and 12. Yeah, let's go for more leaf. I'll keep dreaming then. Woo! Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Boo doo doo. Boop. Do 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 do. Boop. Oh, interesting that it didn't want all three. Bloop. Boop. Plants? Oh, hello. Boop. If I launch this at you, there we go. Horn. Boop. And Goat Slam. Boop. Boop. Doo doo doo. And Goat Slam. Doo 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 doo. Goat Bash. Boop. Da da da. Thank you, sheep.
You keep them. I no longer need offerings. Yep.
You'll get her trust. Yeah. Trust, trust. Oh, this is what Yehoda's for. I guess they probably want us to do it the actual way. But we can do it this way as well. And it's more Yehoda time.
Let's add it to the pile.
I should do my commissions too. Can't forget about that. Should I do more boss fights or more talent book things for you? 76 divided by 3 is about 60. And with what I have remaining, we're probably okay on books. 23, 176. So we're probably fine. Bubble Octoling, hello! It's so good to see you again. It's been a while. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well.
Did they run from home too?
Are there any 4 stars I should keep my eyes out for when starting the game? Yeah, there's a lot of them. Fischl, Jingcho, Bennett, Chevris, Kuki Shinobu, just to name a few. Lanyon as well. Yayo is also super helpful. Sucrose is another one too. Bloop. Oh yeah. I was like, I'll just use the treasure compass. I don't need to mark these. Yansan. Yeah, Yansan too would be good. Yeah, he's adorable. Yeah. Auroran also pretty good. Woo. Guess we got Combine and 21 pulls. Oh, could it be a little Octoling? Nice. Very cool. Oh, this poor this thing. Hold on. Boop. Let me revive you. And now let me take your olive and blast this. Olive blast. That did not do what I thought it was. More, maybe if I shoot it through you. Boop. Nope. Do 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 do. Boop. Do 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 do. Do do. Behind. This way. Do 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 do. Do do do. Pew. Usually just throw it at purple stuff, but I don't think that's gonna do. Oh. Well, that did do something. Boop. Is there a plant I could throw it at? Oh, check. Seems like a piece is missing. Ascend the tower. Oh. Okay, I see what you're trying to do here. World Quest locked. Got it. Boop. Hello there. Boop. Sheep revive. Sheep charge. Oh. Sheep charge. Use head smash. Bonk. Okay, I guess you don't break those. Oh, maybe you do. Fun.
Keep them. I no longer need offerings.
Whee. Ah, hello, Ratniki. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. I have not done the Archon quest, have not started it yet. We'll start it next week. Basically want to give more people time to do it. So if they didn't want to get spoiled, then they had at least this week to start it. Agree, absolute cinema. Nice. Nice.
Surge. Cleanup sequence initiated.
Phew. I don't see them giving us any experience. Oh yeah, our Isleys.
Surprise.
Forgot about this chest. And now we have 42. So we need 30 more for the next ascension. Ooh, you want to 100% the areas. Ah, I see. Would you give us any experience, or is this just another random quest thing? Nope, you do. Okay, good.
You keep them. I no longer need offers.
I remember there being a few enemies in the ravine here. Or at least in a ravine. I don't know if it was this one or not, though. Nope, this looks more like a quest area. Ooh, let's see. I could unlock this new waypoint. Hey, it's this guy. I recognize you. Yeah, I could help with that, but not right now. Ooh. Radiant Beast. Good, technically still morning. Ah, a technical greeting. The best kind of greeting. How you doing, Drubik's Cube? I hope you're having a wonderful Sunday and a good weekend. If your stream's been alright, yeah! I've been enjoying it. I hope you have too.
Did they run from home too?
Whee! Bloop. Plant launch. Boop. Alright, that didn't work so well. Any other plants I need to launch? Plant launch. Plant launch. Oh. Neat. Boop. Special plant dome. Huh, okay. You've been up for about 10 minutes. It's been alright. Well, I'm glad your first 10 minutes are going well. Got the sanctifying elixir, fairy garbage artifacts. Oh no. Continue saving. At the same time, I'm worried about running out of time for Nefa's banner. You have how long? 2 weeks? 16 days? Woo. So 6 wishes plus 700 primo gems, about 12 wishes. Yeah, it'll probably be hard to save unless you do like a super grind and try to get all of them like really early. C6 Kali, C6 Ethos, C6 Dory for Lunar Theater. Should I build Kujo, Sara, Razor Gaming, or Toma, or Diluc? Probably Diluc early on out of all those characters. Though I would try to focus on making the characters you have stronger before just trying to build everyone for theater. You're kind of falling into the trap that I've talked about a lot, Amir, where theater wants you to have all your characters kind of relatively well built, whereas like the Abyss just wants you to have all of your characters built to like a higher potential. And so rather than taking your time and having one character that's fully built and like finished, you're like, all right, they're definitely good. Any improvement I get would be really hard. I'd be taking forever, who knows how long, to get refinements on like an artifact or something, and it might only be a slight percentage better than what it is now. Instead of like getting your characters to like 80+% of their like actual potential, it's like, oh, this character is like 60% of what they could be, and this one is too. But now I need to build these other characters for theater, and then they get like half built. So when you keep moving the goal like that, then you end up with a bunch of characters that don't feel like they're very strong because you built them sort of halfway. So just keep focusing on the characters that are the most important for you. They're under level 70. Yeah, I know. What I'm saying is, it's better to do a lower Imaginarium theater, a lower level of theater, and have better characters built up than it is to use your resources on characters that are not very good, and then only help you just as like a fodder slot for theater. Okay. Don't like this mechanic. I'm surprised there's not as many enemies just roaming around here. What artifacts do you use in Columbina? I just made a video about this. It depends on your team. Serenade is generally really good, but you can use the Obad set if you're using another character in the team, that another moon sign character. If they're running Serenade and they have really low damage, you could do that too. But generally Serenade's kind of like your best bet. That's the one where you don't have to think as much. You're like, alright, this will be good. I'll just use this. Still more over this way. Are those things to fight? Those are things to fight. Hello, D20 Olive. Versa Columbine official Yansan. You think that'll work as an electrocharge team? Definitely work, but oh, just like Genshin Gamer said, Anefa is much more preferable over official. I think you give us experience, wolves. We're gonna find out. You should summon your big wolf soon. Yeah, big wolf. You're making a moon team. I don't know who to give for a 4 slot. Arlecchino, Columbina are part of the moon. Arlecchino is not. Columbina is. Arlecchino's her own thing. She's just Bond of Life. Despite what it may say in other parts of Genshin, Arlecchino is not considered a moon sign character. Or you want to do like moon in terms of like lore-wise moon.
Take too long.
That's not one where we have to fight an enemy. I suppose I should unlock this. Over there. I feel like they should have updated that. Well, she's a pyro character, so giving her a moon sign would be really weird because she wouldn't be doing any moon, like lunar reactions. Woo! You also your first 50-50 to C2 Dea. Should I get Dea C3 or Gene C2 from the selector? Probably Gene or Mona if you haven't gotten Mona already.
Installation chamber.
Mona's C3. Oh, nice.
A moonlit night for all.
Ooh. Ooh. Her C4 for the crit buff ends up being very nice. Oh, another one.
Preparing for dust up.
Robo Punch.
Storing is only just
Should I consider building her? I would, especially if you want to go for someone like a Scoffier. I wouldn't make her like a huge priority for you, but definitely a good, like one of the better standard characters to build. Dig! Hello, Mora Weasel. Did I accidentally set you on fire? I'm sorry. Weasel fire. That doesn't seem like best spot to go down. Books or... well, we're gonna need a bunch more for this. We still get 6, right? We'll be able to get the boss anytime. But these are only some of the time. So let's get more books for you. Moon books. Who grace my humble self with your co-op presence today. Yeah, I think we can do that. I used your recent DPS or Columbina DPS guide, really works. Great, 90k in Wonderland and a charge deck doing 3 times 90k, thanks. You're very welcome, R9 Shark. Very blessed. I'm glad it's been helpful. Yeah, 90k charge deck is pretty good. It's pretty good. Looks like C1 from the selector. Okay, nice. Matches pretty well with the character in terms of color. Dun, 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 dun. Do you mean Varka? Because it looks very much like it's for Varka. At least designed for him. Just like the Night of Skies unveiling looks like it's for Flynn's. Ooh. About apparently isn't the best for Lunar Bloom comp, so I'm trying out Skies of Unveiling for Vina. It's not, because the Albod has a few restrictions. It gives you a lot of damage percent for Lunar reactions, but you have to be an off-field character and you need Ascendant Gleam. Ascendant Gleam is not as much of the difficult part now, it's that you have to do the damage off-field. So if you're using Columbina on-field, that's why you want Night of Skies Unveiling, because you're not getting the damage bonus otherwise. Otteray, hello! Hello, hello! New local legends, 100 primos. Oh, right! They give you primos, yes. New hex set good on anyone besides Durin right now. It'll be pretty good on Fischl. If you have a good golden troop, there's not really much of a reason to switch. But basically Durin, Fischl, probably Varka. Outside of that, not particularly anyone who would enjoy it that much. Whew. I guess you could put it on Razor if you want to run Razor. Like if you're a Razor main, sure. That would also be good. Outside of that, not really. You'd use a different set on Mona, you use Vivi on Sucrose, you'd use a different set on Albedo. So, not too many characters that really want it right now. Different set on Venti also. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you wouldn't use it on Venti. Bullseye. I can fight stuff there. For the Harbingers, I can fight stuff in both of these spots. I'll just use my long-term encounter points. I think I have like 400. We'll get more. I'm losing it. That would be funny, though. From my experience, when would you want to use the Adventurer's Handbook? This Adventurer's Handbook? Or like this part? Because technically all of this is like the Adventurer's Handbook. One of those things I just try to do if you are if you're like, oh, here's more rewards I could get. It's more of like the, oh, I kind of ran out of things to do. Oh, now I have more things to do. You can use them now. Yeah, you can use them right away. You don't need to save that, but you also don't need to try to do it immediately. You just kind of do it as, like, as you are playing the game, you'll naturally complete a lot of it, and then you can go back and complete the things you didn't do. More plants. Dun 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 dun. Didn't have enough, so I didn't get him. Oh, Durin's a good pyro dragon.
Installation chamber deployed.
Ah, Colomina level 60. It's time for your ascension. Law of the new moon.
By the iridescent
Give me more
moon,
crit rate.
darkness shall be cast deeper into the shadows.
Interesting. Does she just give us... Oh, I didn't know her eyes open in that idle animation. Neat. Oh, I guess I should level up your talents too. Let's level this up. Bloop. Da-da-dun.
Surge.
Not the shark ups. And just after I hydrated too. I think we require more hydration. Alright, let's turn these in. Did I not do my own abyss? Nope. Alright, we'll do that tomorrow. Doo-doo. New weekly. New abyss. New to temper thyself. Bloop. Oh, I didn't claim this? Yeah, might. Should probably do that. Do, 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 do.
Add
Do, do,
Astra at
do, 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 do. Do, 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 do,
add
do, do, do.
Astra. Thank you for
Long-term encounter points. Boop. And this gives us another bit of resin. Alright, let's do Shark Asia. And then we'll do some Shark EU. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Ah, J Turbo Banana, hello, hello. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Do 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 do. Brink. Oh, I did Asia when I got back. Da da da. Have I actually done the stuff for today? I might have actually done this already. Because I got back late at night, and by the time I got back, maybe it reset. I guess it did. Yeah. Huh. Well, I have no commissions to do then. Do 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 do. Triple Winter's Night. Okay. Well, EU then. Do 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 do. From the free 5-star selector, Sino C1 or Yoimiya C1. Neither one's particularly good. Do you have a preference on which one you like playing more? Sino's is better than Yoimiya's, but neither one is like really that good. So if you like Sino better and enjoy playing him more, I would definitely go with that. Another one too. I think if you had Nilou, if you didn't get her C1, or that's nice because her C1's just a nice quality of life constellation, and her constellation 2 is also pretty nice. So Nilou's a good choice. But between the two of those, I would say Sino, but there might be other options that you could swap to as well. Alia Bina. We have 2 wishes. Oh yes. I played Final Fantasy XIV a lot. Drubik's Cube. I basically played it until my sub. I couldn't renew my sub because my card got like skimmed and my account got hacked. So yeah, I played up until the like Savage Eden raids was when I stopped. Not the full Savage Eden raid, like the second version, I think. Maybe the first version. So not like the ending Savage raids. So either the first or second series of them. Like Eden 4 or Eden 8, I don't remember, as one of them. New third constellation. Mew's third constellation wouldn't really be very good. It's not super useful. I would do. I have Lauma. Honestly, if there's a character that you like playing more. Oh yeah. Ew. If you have a preference on a character you enjoy playing more, I'd probably go for their constellations. Neither Yoimiya nor Sino is going to be very strong as an on-field damage dealer for you, especially compared to your other characters. And Nilou, with the teams that she can enable, are still pretty good, but she doesn't need any talents leveled for her to be good. Her ability comes from her, or like the strength of her teams comes from her passive ability. You just get C7 for a token. I think you have enough for Tita Marie has enough to like level characters up to past 90. You could probably get several characters to 100 if you wanted to. Can you clear the second half of the abyss without lunar charge? You can. It's much easier with it.
It was very good, despite their stubborn refusal to implement it. In designing Columbina, Hoyo made their own case for the need of loadouts being in the game finally.
Yup.
Part laugh.
Yup. Thank you, Husker. I'm glad it was useful. So, yeah, for you, Tita Marie, out of those 3 characters, which one do you enjoy playing the most? I think if it were me, I would probably do Sino. Just to have another Electro character for like theater. You probably have plenty already. And it's not like you would really need him. But it just gives you another option for something like the Imaginarium Theater when you might need another Electro character. And I hope you're doing well, Husker. Happy weekend, happy Sunday, and I guess probably a lot of people in the States have tomorrow off, right? because it's MLK Day and like MLK weekend as well. So there's probably a lot of people that have the day off. I'm just gonna match Solis Fortuna. You could also do that. There's Nimrod. There you are. Nice. Are you frozen over in your party of Florida? It was pretty cold this weekend. For us, at least, it got down into like the 40s for us, and it was a little windy, so colder than I'm used to, but it was refreshing. I'd rather take a little bit of cold than just hot all the time. Usually schools and government jobs that are off. Yeah, I don't know if I got it off when I was working at a law firm. And, And when I was doing other things before, basically the general rule was like, if the banks weren't open, we weren't either. Because a lot of times we had to run to, like, if we couldn't do anything with banks, we would either not do anything, or we'd have like partial days where it'd be like, oh, we're only here till like 2 or 3.
I am not sure.
Holiday pay.
If I remember right, I think the Tangerine Führer in office removed federal recognition of the holiday.
Oh, wow.
Because he is that racist and petty. I don't have it off though.
Ningli, hello, hello. Nice to meet you. Hope you're doing well. Dun, dun, dun. Let's see. How about ley lines in your world? EXP. Boop. Want to fight Totori? Oh, yeah. Yes. But I will also need to be in your world, as I cannot quick fight it. Versa Team, Chevris, Durin, C6 Fischl, or Yansan. C6 Fischl should be better than Yansan. C2 Yansan is probably a little bit better than Fischl, but C0 Yansan I think is still going to be a bit worse. C6 Fischl with Durin, yeah. The Hex buffs plus Durin plus Fischl's damage should be higher. When Yansan gets more Constellation, she'll eventually be a bit better. But for right now, Fischl is the way to go. The witch buffs are good. Yup. Yup. Alright, let me bring someone to help you. Alright. Well, you can heal. And you can do Lauma things. There we go. Alright. Good to go. I hope this doesn't mess you up. I'm just going to do on-field Fischl. I don't want to apply too much Dendro. Or on-field...
I plan to do the Dotor fight today for Mets as I haven't done it yet. Did they make the fight annoying?
No, it's actually very simple. And in fact, it can be even more simple. There's a mechanic where you have to go into a special rift and fight his clones. I actually don't care to do that. I just like fighting him regular and just continue to punch him and not imitations of him. But yeah, it's pretty simple. Please. Go Flins!
Allow me.
Please. Allow you. Oh, I did mess this up. Do not face the doctor. Oh, neat. I am Lifrose. Boop. Here we go. Boop. Boop.
Close your eyes.
We need a little thundercloud. Enter. Meow. 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 Laser. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. They do AoEs and stuff? Huh, interesting. Dragon Lord! Bing bing.
Bond is strong.
Doo-doo-doo-doo. Must heal Ollie. Bing.
Be silent. Close your eyes. Fear the dark.
Bring bring.
Reverse. Be silent.
Your sense of power is inverted. The co-op is kind of necessary to do clones. Yeah, probably.
You bear.
Bring bring. Oh, Hydro. Run in. Head into the rift. Oh, again? Bring bring. Doo-doo-doo.
Bond is strong.
Doo-doo-doo. Pretty.
Be silent.
Doo-doo-doo.
Close your eyes.
My blessing.
Doo-doo.
Stand with me.
Any heals necessary?
Observe.
Doo-doo-doo.
Reverse.
Loma. The nice thing about, even with the inverted controls, oh, he does this again. Okay. Even with the inverted controls, if you attack, it will still face you towards them. So that's useful. Also deal decent damage to Jotori himself. Oh yeah. I noticed that. Ooh. Tiny Hyper Bloom.
Would you rather wallow in this rotten, decaying world?
Woo! And we got the Columbina thing. And an instructor's pocket watch. That's, Energy would have probably been better. Mm-hmm. We've had the Rift mechanics. Never played WoW, so I'm not familiar with that one. Welcome Respite after boss with 759 phases. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Should I continue farming artifacts for Nefer and Ino, or farm for my Farina and Fischl? Whichever one could use the most improvement, farm for them. So it's probably going to be your Farina and Fischl since they're newer. I'm guessing you probably didn't have the chance to farm for them as much. Although you may have gotten really lucky with their artifacts, so whichever combination needs the best or the most amount of improvement. One meeting point's done. Neat. Neat, neat, neat. Oh, what am I doing? Well, this is still fun. I may not get the shield, but we're still getting plenty of lunar charge here. Phew.
Everlasting as the moon. Overruled.
Get sliced up. You too. Bird. Playing since 2023 and still not AR60. It takes a long time. It's not something that like you want to try to rush. It just sort of happens after a really long time. Which is why I was pretty surprised that they actually made another world level past 55. I was like, it already takes a ton of time to get past AR50. Another punch! Boop. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Let me bring back Kuki and Lauma. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Boop. There we go. Whee! 50 to 60 is a grind. Yep. Dun 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 dun. Never really did any quests at the time. It took a lot longer when there were fewer quests to do. Now you could get it faster if you rushed more, but like there's not really a point. The the amount of Mora you get would not be worth the hassle of rushing. Ooh. Hyper Bloom!
Hydrate. Don't be a fish out of water.
And I have no more resin. Woo! Would you like to do... You probably did your commissions? Oh, we did mine. Never mind. We already did my commissions. Trying to get before 365s. Oh, wow. Good luck. Good luck, good luck. Do-do-do. Thank you. Do-do-do. Let's see. Hold on. Do we have Dragon Lord luck? Do-do-do-do. Dragon Lord luck. Do-do-do. Nope. Not for that one.
A moonlit night for all.
More Dragon Lord luck, maybe?
Wayne.
Do-do-do. Boop. Maybe more? Nope. What is the pity here? I need to pull enough to get more Krumkake bolts. You need the Krumkake bolts to give her the new Brigida. So I think the only ones you can get some, but if you use them on Ino, if you wanted more, then you would need a Nefa because you get some from her friendship. So our pity is what? 21 plus 3. Bloop. Star glitter. Star glitter.
Shark, dunno if anyone told you yet, but I know
About
as you wait
almost
to
10.
do Archon Quest. Please be aware this patch literally locks you in and you are in it for hours.
Yes.
Just giving you a heads up.
Yep. I have also been told though that if you just straight up log off at certain points after you get like the loading screen, like the black loading screen, it'll just set you in where you left off. So there's like a little teleport waypoint that you could go to, like a thing where it's like, oh, continue from here. So like you can force your way out if you need to. You just need to disable instance, kind of obvious. Yeah,
I don't
exactly.
think for anyone in particular. Still.
If you
If
can
you
walk as a
can walk
Kara.
as your char, you can quit.
As your char. What-a-do? Well, thank you for your help. Double happiness. Mona love. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. They need to give us more off-ramps, though. Yeah.
What feedback are they receiving that makes them think they should do this?
I don't know. I mean, it feels kind of similar in HSR because their stories are also really long. And sometimes it feels like you're just locked in for a long time, too. Always happy to help. Yeah! Fun stuff. Bring. There we go.
Add Astra.
I messed up my sleep schedule. Oh no.
Add Astra.
Can I decide to say a good free-to-play team for
Thank you
Nefa?
for
Yeah. Nefa, Fischl, Jingcho, and Sucrose, or Nefa, Jingcho, Auroran, Sucrose, Nefa, Auroran, Fischl, Jingcho. Let's see, what's another one? Basically, enough Hydro, and then like Sucrose and someone else is really good. Nefa Lanyon, like on-field Lanyon could be good. Nefa Lanyon, Fischl, Sucrose, or Jingcho. Nefa Barbara works well too. You could do Nefa Sethos, Sucrose, and Jingcho. That would work as well. Because I'm pretty sure even though he does the charge shots, they proc his normal attack hits. So Jingcho would work. Nefa, Jingcho, Sucrose, just kind of period, yeah. And Nefo and Ino in your cooking. Yeah, Ino's not bad either. If you wanted to do the Obod and Nefa with Serenade Ino, that'll definitely work. One stream only takes 16 seconds in the artifact domain. Nice. Nice. If you wanted to be very, very free to play, it would be like Anefa Ino, whoever else. Anefa Ino, Barbara, Lynette. There you go. Ultra free to play team with Anefa that just requires Anefa and no one else. Everyone else you get for free. But yeah, Xingqiu plus like Fischl plus or like Auroran and Sucrose, all really good. Fischl and Sucrose, yeah, they do really well with Anefa. If you had like a random Kaching, like you could throw her in there too. Just for some more random Electro. Trust rank. Broop, broop. I have some furnishings. Obtain all. Alright, new furnishings. Yet to be learned. Well, let's learn them. And we want to learn or do something that is a purple one, because those will give us more experience. Obviously, we need this penguin. And the Master Weasel Mind. Sure. There we go. More experience for us. Here on field is Sucrose. Yes, exactly.
If you ever have...
Woo! An F and Hydro is most of your damage to free reaction, so driver matters less. Yeah, exactly. You got Columbina, now I'm going for an Effa, but it's a 50-50. Ooh, best of luck, Egghead. I hope she comes home early for you. You always burn your star glitters for primos. Getting a character like Bennett, or getting a character like Fischl or Xingqiu is better than the 5-6 wishes that you would get. So that's why I'm hesitant to use my star glitter unless like you already have those characters and they have their good constellations. A quaint fate. Maybe this will be lucky. What say you, Tubby? Boop. Doo-doo-doo. Nope. Only a blue. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Boop, boop. If it's standard, I want it to be Chi-Chi or Mizuki because I don't have them yet. If I get a standard, I want like either more weapons, like more useful weapons, like more Skyward Harps, Jadewing Spears, that sort of thing. Like Skyward Harp, Jadewing Spear, even Skyward Blade is useful. And then I guess even, yeah, those are kind of the main ones. And then outside of that, I would want probably just more Mona copies, like Mona and Jean. If you're playing Nuvolette, Columbina, and Nephalauma, what's the best set for Columbina? Alright, so Nuvolette you would use Marechaussee Hunter, nothing changes there. Columbina you would want to use the Serenade set. And Nefa would use the Albod, or Obod set, the new set. And then Lauma would run Deepwood. Lunar reaction damage increase. Well, I have Nilou for that. And oh wait, what am I fighting? Dude, Dendro thing's there. Unfortunately, my Xingqiu is here, but I guess I don't need you because we can do this. Thanks, you're welcome. Crit, yeah, why not?
Now it's your turn.
Sharing my knowledge.
Oh, I miss.
as the moonlight for the everlasting forest.
It's Llama time.
Use the force authorized.
Dun dun. Do this. Also do this. Can I get it off? And I do. Get sliced. Take that, Wyhob. We didn't even have a chance to see you do anything. Good, good, good.
All right, here comes another.
Rain
Kick, kick,
outlines
kick,
the
kick,
fate.
kick.
Let me leave you a
I'll make short work of you.
Luna! Poof. Lunar bloom. Poof.
Adaptive frost. West wind, carrot.
Let's slice up this weird unicorn. Boop. Boop. Do 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 do. Sure, energy recharge. That'll be useful.
I'm gonna fix your skull.
Witness the power of goodbye. No, my sword.
Make yourselves at home.
I'll send my Chi-Chi your way.
For you.
Any and all Chi-Chis will be sent to Egghead.
Branch of song.
Do, 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 do. Other side.
Pinnacle of excellence. This is fun. May the arc.
That was fast. Who can I send my 8 million Dilucs to? That is a lot of Diluc. Hydro and Electro damage, huh? What are we fighting here? We don't need AoE so much on this side. And I guess we do want lunar damage on this side a bit more, so let's swap. Crits. We like crits.
Your journey ends here.
Off to the breather. West wind, carrot. Nice.
Your journey ends here.
Dun 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 dun.
Rain cutter. Rain outlines
Now let's
your
get our
fate.
kicks in. I'll hold the moon sign because I doubt I'm gonna need them.
Committed to memory.
2 more moon sign.
Let me leave you a breath.
This way further.
This might hurt a lot. You need a little bit of healing, Llama. Whee! Bloop. I don't know if the healing went off. Since we ended before the swords ticked, I don't know if it'll count. Normal and charge attack damage, nice. This'll work for this side. No Bakudan, so Yu Hakusho is a Klee fan? Actually, yeah. Because the opening is called Smile Bomb. So Bakudan must be bomb. I learned something today.
Rain cutter.
Ooh.
Receive my blessing. By the frost moon of old.
I see everything. Positions.
Let me leave you a breath.
Oh, 9 enemies, okay.
For the everlasting curse.
Reminder for all those who have been good little travelers, this coming week is time to get our style tuna. See for Mona, here I come. Shark Card Bongo.
Nice. I will have C2 Disappointment and C1 Klee, I think. Lelma! Here's the last person to fight, or the last zombie to fight. Let's get some Jincho healing for you. There we go. And maybe some kicks. Da-da-da. Ooh yeah, big week, big week. Sure, sprinting damage, why not? Skirt, skirt, slice, skirt, skirt, slice. Big old slice.
New Yato after this abyss please
New Ayato?
658,128,845.
Ooh, okay. New Ayato after this abyss. Interesting, Chaos Kraken. Let's take a look at Mr. Boba himself. I think you go C2 Zhao. I think I'm gonna go Klee and then probably, I don't know, Ganyu next. I'm not sure who I'll get my next constellation on. Then maybe Jean last. When they have good internet, so Strongbox echoes. Oh, good. Nice stuff. Wow, these are good echo pieces. These are really good echo pieces. 14 crit rate, 13 crit damage, and energy recharge. And then hydro damage, 26 crit damage with crit rate there. Some EM, not super useful on Ayato, but still. Attack percent, and then good crit rate there. And then ER, crit rate ER. Wow. Plus Haran, 88, 219. Plus hydro damage. 1 strongbox session. Wow, this is a pretty good Ayato. Ayato and Effa. Time to bring it back. Lunar charged Ayato. Yeah, they look really good. If only all of us could have artifacts as strong as these. Can I do a flip? Yep. I just did a flip. Did you see it?
Even when the night
That's
is
what I use for a
gone,
second half of this abyss.
and
Oh,
even when the
nice.
sky is hidden from
Very
view,
cool. Yeah, his
still
overall
the
stats are
moon
really
shines
nice.
its light upon you.
Really nice. Beautiful, beautiful. Lies. Nope, definitely did it. You couldn't see it? Really nice Chaos Kraken. The proud new Ayato Echo owner. Bloop.
Grow, make yourselves a home.
This is pain.
By the Frostman of old,
Ow.
witness the power of Gobot,
Llama is
great
basically
outlaw.
dead. So poor Nahida, you're gonna have to fill in for us. Boop. Boop.
Committed to memory.
Ew. Ow. Now we just use you, as you can soak up a lot of hits because you have more HP. Did I even level your artifacts? You should have more than 37,000 HP.
Let me read you a verse. For the everlasting curse.
Be careful, Llama. Boop. Poor Clen. Explode!
If a shark
Dendro
floats in the
explosion.
lake and there's no one there to see it, what is the circumference of the sun?
What is the speed of the average, what is it, average land speed of a swallow? It's just shing, 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 yeah. Shing, 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 shing. Do, 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 do. Ba-da-dun, da-da-dun. Do, 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 do. Mm-hmm. And there we are. 5 wishes from January 30th. Receive these in the mail. Nice. 5 pieces of mail on the 30th. Okay, okay. Test run. Oh. Gotta grab that. How much longer are you streaming today? I'm actually gonna head out soon. But first, we gotta do 1 10 pull for the culture. Let's see. 800 divided by 160 is 5. So we need 5 wishes. Do. Here we are. Better not be on standard. Nope. Gamba? It's not gold. So now our pity's like 30 something. Official, that's good. Boop. Boop. And Rain Slasher, sure. Columbina with DPS and FO. What artifacts do I set? Do I put on them? Serenade on Columbina, the new set. Obad on Enefa. C2. Dun dun dun. Why not use those crystals? Well, I don't know if I would get there if we did. We could try. But I still don't think we'd be able to get there. 30. Let's see. Divided by 160 is 25. Yeah, we'd only be at about 55 pity. So I'd rather make sure that we could get to like 80 or something first. Is this EU Arlecchino? Yes. Yup. So if we get to like 50, then I'll be like, alright. We can use those. Which we'll get like relatively close to. If we get all these rewards now, then we've got, let's see, how many more? Probably 8 more wishes from here. 7 more wishes from here and another 10. So another 17 would be 40-ish. And then some, if we do just our dailies plus the events and stuff, we'll get pretty close. You think you'll hit about 600 by the end of the patch? Ooh, very cool. Very, very nice. Let's see. Very, very nice. 554. Yeah. You'll probably hit close to 600 by the end of the patch. If you think about all the exploration, plus the abyss resets, all that stuff. Yeah, very, very nice. So you're saying on day 21 on the banner you pull Columbina? Probably. That's probably how it's gonna work. So it'll be, we'll definitely be towards the end. Oh, well, here's a C6 Sethos. There we go. I went from, I think, just having 1 copy to C6. Lantern Rank and Welkin too. Oh, yeah, that'll definitely help. Lantern Rank gives a lot. How to best use Columbina. You have C0, Flint R1. I know Yehoda. These are the only non-cry units I have. Yeah, Cash. So, I would do Columbina, Flynn's, and then Sucrose. And for your last slot, you want someone who's going to be someone who could protect you. So you could use Yehoda if you want. It's a little awkward to use her with Flynn's. I would probably put someone like Kuki Shinobu in there for healing. And then your Flynn's, Columbina, and Sucrose are going to be the core of your team. And then you want another Electro character because you want the Electro Resonance that helps the energy recharge on Flynn's a lot. So I would probably just put Kuki Shinobu in there. She will do enough to keep Flynn's pretty healthy. And we don't really have a good Electro Shield character outside of Enefa. So, Columbina, run her with Serenade. Flynn's, run him with the Nighttime Night of Skies Unveiling. Then Sucrose, Viridescent, and for your last slot, Kuki.
Never mind.
You could just run her
Let them do as
with
they
Instructors, or you could run her with Serenade and Columbina with the Obad set. You don't have Kuki. Could you use Dory? Dory is also a healer, and she can recharge energy. And I've used Dory with my Flynn's before to get him a little bit more energy. Not exactly great, but she heals a lot. And some of the energy that she gives back is sometimes helpful. You have Dory? Yeah, maybe you use Dory for now. And if you're going to do that, what I would recommend is run Serenade on Dory, run Obad, the new set, on Columbina, run Flynn's with Night of Skies Unveiling, and then for Sucrose, just Viridescent. For artifact stats, you want Thrilling Tales on Sucrose, because you're going to use her to give Flynn's a bunch of extra attack, and then Elemental Mastery for the main stats of Goblet, Sands, and Circlet. Then for Dory, it's energy recharge for her, lots of energy recharge and HP, and that's all you're looking for. You could also give Dory the Event Claymore if you have that, so she gets more energy back, so she can keep her burst up, which is very important for healing. And if you don't have that, you could run the Favonius Greatsword on her. Columbina, the Obad set with like Prototype Amber gives you a little bit of extra healing for Flynn's. Which should be enough to keep him alive, and then with Dory on the team, then you should be fine. If you wanted to run a more offensive version of that team, you could drop Dory for Fischl, but then the only healing you're getting is from the Prototype Amber from Columbina. That might be enough for you, it might not be, just depends on what you're fighting, how you like to play. If you're like me and you like to face tank stuff, or if you're someone who's more adept at like running out and dodging and coming back in and not messing up your damage or your rotations while doing that, then you can use Fischl for more damage, but Dory would be a little more comfy. But that's generally it. Alright everyone, I am a hungry shark, so I'm gonna go eat. I'll see you tomorrow everyone. Have yourselves a wonderful rest of your day. Stay safe, stay jawsome, and I'll see you tomorrow friends. Take care.